Go.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Magic 24-hour stream here to support Extra Life and the Children's Miracle Network. My name is Matt Tabak. I'll be taking you through the next couple of sessions right on until 4 o'clock Pacific. First up, we have Planeshift Innistrad, a D&D campaign unlike many you have ever seen, or none you have ever seen, or some you have ever seen. How long you've been awake watching the D&D stream. Big shout out to those guys. They raised a ton of money. They reached their goal, which is awesome. We have reached not our goal. So we're counting on you guys for support in the form of donations. There should be a link somewhere on your screen to go to our pages. We each have individual pages trying to raise some money. There's a general Wizards page you can go to, a general Magic page you can go to. We thank you so much for your support. So I'm here with a couple guys. How's it going? These are two of our players in the D&D campaign. To my left is Will Ansell. Hi, Will.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's early.
It is early. Good morning. Why don't you tell everyone watching who you are, who you're playing for, and a little bit about your character.
Sure. My name's Will Ansell. I'm a project manager here at Wizards. I work on Magic products, but not the big set releases. I do Commander and Dual Decks and Conspiracy. You're playing Sergei Enescu. He is a laboratory assistant who has recently perished and is inhabiting our henchmen through, a Geist possession, as you do.
Plenty more on that later. Welcome, Will. Thanks for playing. To my right, creative designer Ari Levitch. Hi, Ari.
How's it going?
It's good. This is awesome. I'm just here kind of hanging out with you guys. Why don't you introduce yourself?
I am Ari Levitch, as Matt said. I'm on the story team for Magic the Gathering, and that means I put words in order so that they have meaning for narrative purposes and world creating and all these kind of things. I'm playing Nathaniel, who is a ranger from Kessig, and he's used to hunting werewolves, and he's pretty out of his element right now.
Now, before the stream, I took a donation and shaved off most of my goatee. Are you going to be able to raise enough money to get you to shave over the next 24 hours?
That'd be a lot of money.
All right, you heard him. A lot of money. So get going with that. We have two more players. They're very far away. I'm going to go walk over to them now. Good luck, guys. Have fun.
Thanks. Very much.
Oh, hi, Matt.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing, guys?
Great.
These are our other two players in our campaign. We'll start with the lady to my right, Kimberly, creative designer and all-around awesome writer.
Thank you.
Kimberly, welcome.
And I'm very excited. Also, I will be last year I made necklaces for $25 donations, and tell me your card, and you get a cool little magic card to, donate it to the kids.
Necklaces are sweet. You had those last year during the
Yes.
Extra Life stream, and people went nuts over them. We hope you do again. You can request a card. Very, very awesome. And the handsome gentleman to my left is Kelly Diggs.
Oh.
No, it's you.
Oh, nice. Hi, I'm Kelly Diggs. I'm on the story and world building team for Magic. Outer? Yeah. Okay. I'm also on the story and world building team for Magic. I've been enjoying the Innistrad D&D campaigns. It's a little different than what I've done before. I'm playing Magnus Harwald. He's a scholar, an astronomer, a man of learning from Nephalia. And it says on my character sheet that he's probably a wizard. It's fine.
Hi, everyone. So the gentleman to my right, of course, those are the players. They're going to be put through trials and tribulations thanks to the Dungeon Master. That is the oddly vertical person just to my right. He is a senior creative designer inside Magic R&D. He is the author of Planeshift Innistrad, so trust me, the dude knows what he's talking about. This is James Wyatt. I'm going to let him introduce himself, and then I got some notes for you, and then I'll let these guys go.
Hi, I'm James Wyatt. I've been at Wizards for a very long time, and I'm an old man now, so I can say things like, you know what, I'm just going to run a regular session of my D&D campaign. We're not going to do anything fancy. Nobody's going to be twerking at my table, okay? Just to get that clear up front.
It was one time, James. Come on.
It was one time, and that was enough.
Hi. So throughout the day, home are going to be able to donate money. All this money goes to charity, to Extra Life in support of Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Everyone here is playing for one. Many of them for Seattle hospitals, but a lot of people for all across the country. And you, for your donations, for your generosity, you're going to be able to win things, prizes, thank yous. I don't know what they're legally called. But I have here Shadows over Innistrad booster packs. And if you're fast, if you're watching us right now, right, good morning to you. The first 6 people who donate $20 or more to the Magic stream, that link should be on your screen somewhere now. Please put in the comment SOI boosters or Shadows boosters or something like that. 6 people, $20 donation or more, you're going to win 6 of these boosters. I'm holding half of them, the other half for somewhere else. We're going to ship them to you wherever you are. So 6 people, $20 donation, 6 SOI boosters, and we'll have plenty of more giveaways throughout the next 23 and a half hours. So with that, welcome to Plane Shift Innistrad. Ladies and gentlemen, your DM, James Wyatt.
Thank you. So, as I said, I'm running a session of my weekly D&D campaign. We've been playing at lunchtime over the last couple of months now. We've been playing through the adventure I call Curse of Innistrad. I should have written on the cover. In Plane Shift Innistrad, the web download for playing D&D in the magic world of Innistrad, I included conversion notes for this adventure. So I'm basically just using those to lead the players through the madness and horror of Innistrad. It's been pretty fun so far. But I have a recap to start off with, because you guys out in internet land have not been playing with us for the last couple of months, and probably some of us could use a refresher as well. Trust me, this was an exercise for me to actually write and put together. So previously on Innistrad, we first met our unlikely heroes in the Stensian village of Wallabank, which is the largest and best fortified village in Stensia. You've already kind of been introduced to the characters, but various things brought them to Stensia. Vadriana and Sergei came together. Vadriana, you want to tell a little bit about what brought you here?
Absolutely. So, as an Archmage of Gold Knight, it is my solemn duty to protect all of Innistrad from the darkness. I stand for Avacyn, and with my partner who was assigned to me and who is striving with everything inside of him to follow the Church of Avacyn. Yeah. We slayed a demon.
It was a good time for us.
And I blessed the sword. It was an excellent, yes. Blessed the sword, and now I carry this blessed demon sword with me.
And Sergei came into Vadriana's charge after an interesting history.
So a little bit on the illegal experimentation side. So quick reformation in the prisons of Avacyn right before the execution, and a little bit of training, a little bit of wandering through the woods, and hey, here we are. Yeah.
I've heard that there was actually a miraculous intervention that stayed your execution.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure I believe that story.
Well, stories have sort of mind of their own. They kind of grow. But so there may have been a heron, moon heron, a regular heron. Not completely sure, but
a red heron.
There was one, and convinced everybody that I was on the up and up, worthy of saving, and I have been.
By Avacyn.
That's right. But yeah, no binding or whatnot, or destroying, just directly on with the
direct route to do Avacyn's will, yes.
Yeah.
Thaniel Norick comes from Kessig. What brought you here?
So there was an Inquisitor that came through Kessig, and they needed an escort through the Ulvenwald Forest. And I escorted this Inquisitor through, got wrapped up in all the misadventures that we are now kind of navigating our way through, and the Inquisitor has disappeared. So we'll see what happens with that.
We are missing a player today. Jenna Helland couldn't be with us. I have had the interesting job of Normally, in a D&D campaign, I have hand-waved away player absences. I've not been doing that this time. So some interesting things have happened as people have been absent. So lastly, Magnus Harwald is a astronomer and scholar, as Kelly said. And what brought you here?
Learning, that sort of thing. I was corresponding with my good friend Jenrick. Perhaps you've heard of him, the astronomer. We were looking at star charts, trying to divine their meaning, and the exact nature of the research is somewhat esoteric. But in any event, I felt that I could learn more here.
So their travels all brought them to Wallabank, where the mayor, Dagenhart, greeted these illustrious ambassadors of the church, Magnus wasn't there at the time, with a warm meal at his home, and then asked for their help. A group of the vagabonds known as Bitterhearts had made their camp just outside the stone walls of the village, and they had overstayed their welcome. So the adventurers talked to the leader of the Bitterhearts, who are survivors of the village that used to be where the Ashmouth now is, Instantia, which is a pit to the nether regions. So the leader of the Bitterhearts told them tales of the terrible lord of the outland valleys, Streffin Morer, whose dread estate stands between Shadow Grange and Lammas. Lord Morer suffers under a terrible curse and seeks brave souls to help him break it. So the group planned to start their journey to Shadow Grange at dawn, accompanied by the Bitterheart leader's son, Rotka, who we'll alluded to as their henchman, maybe. But when they woke up in the morning, getting ready to go, Vedriana was gone. There was a big pool of blood on her bed, and all of her belongings were missing. Kimberly was absent that week. So the remaining adventurers kind of followed her trail and made their way to a place called the Death House in Wallabank.
It's very nice.
Yes.
Scenic even.
Just a name.
Beautiful place. Yeah.
They were reunited with Vedriana. They met Magnus there, actually, who was led there in a sort of dream vision state. In the course of their explorations, Sergei was parted from his body by the touch of a specter.
It's vicious.
Specters are really, really hard on first-level characters.
You're not supposed to hug them.
No. But she seemed so nice, and she was very warm, you would think. Caring.
So she was a nursemaid. Sergei's Geist now inhabits his skull until some means can be found to restore him to life or usher him into the blessed sleep. And he's using Rotka as a mode of transportation.
Intermediary, just in case. Less sleeping.
Haunted along the way by strange dreams and visions, they at last found their way to the basement of the house where some strange dark cult had once worshipped none other than Streffin Morer. In a strange room full of water and refuse, they found themselves surrounded by ghostly apparitions, hooded figures chanting, "One must die, one must die."
So we figured that we had already had one die.
Well,
Yeah, we tried to tell them.
One
We tried to tell
died
them.
already,
They weren't really
We were
very
ahead on the
receptive
game,
to that
but-
method.
Well, so
No.
this is where we left off when we played on Wednesday at lunch. I left things hanging. I had been trying to kind of rush them through the end of the Death House and get them to a point where we could start in Shadow Grange proper this morning. Didn't quite get there, but I am going to fast forward a little bit through the end of the Death House adventure, which is to say, well, so when we left off, Rotka was taking Sergei's skull and placing it on the altar as if to prove to these apparitions that a life had in fact already been given in sacrifice to the Death House. Okay,
Anything for the team.
right. Anything any of you want to add? Okay, good. So, Rotka places Sergei's skull on the altar. The eye sockets glow bright blue, evidence of the spirit held inside. You hear a rumbling, growling sound from the opening in the far wall, followed by the sound of something sliding into the water.
Of course.
Well, that's, yeah.
One must die. One must die.
Again?
They're continuing the chant.
Oh, okay.
The lights in the skull grow brighter, and a smoky substance begins to trail out of the eyes. Then Sergei's face appears, superimposed over the skull, and he starts to scream.
Yeah!
Thank you.
Yeah.
Soon Sergei's whole Geist body appears. It's stretched as though some invisible force were pulling it out from the skull as his eerie scream continues.
Ah!
Something howls in the little alcove.
Oh.
That's good.
An unholy howling made by no ordinary throat or mouth.
I'm not going to attempt it.
Let's not.
Finally, there is a loud crack. Sergei hovers near the ceiling of the chamber, and his skull, now partially caved in as if struck on the crown, and I really wanted your prop here, Will.
Yeah, I know. I could have had it.
It lies lifeless on the altar. The chant changes. He is the ancient. He is the land. The hooded apparitions begin to fade. He is the ancient. He is the land. The howling stops, and the alcove is silent. He is the ancient. He is the land. The sound now is so low you can't be sure whether your ears are perceiving it or its last echoes linger in your mind. He is the ancient. He is the land. And there's no way our internet audience heard that, but whatever. So now,
I'm only 30. I mean, not that old. I'm feeling a little bit put upon.
Ancient.
Yeah.
Ancient.
the apparitions are gone. The room is silent, except for that gnawing feeling that there's a sound just at the edge of your perception.
I'm still really concerned about the thing in the water.
Yeah, the slit.
Is there any way to check for that?
Make me a wisdom perception check.
All right, 11.
You've done worse.
I have. That is true.
Good start.
Getting better at this.
Yeah, work up to
I'm
it.
looking.
You don't see anything in the water. You don't hear any more splashing sounds. You do hear, you know, like when a dog lies down and takes a minute to settle. There's a sound sort of like that. I didn't mean to directly connect it to a dog because of the howling thing. It's different. There's a pile of refuse in that cave on the far wall. It's like there's as if something is settling back down on that pile.
Oh.
Okay.
I hold up my symbol. I say, Sergei.
Still screaming?
You're okay now.
Oh, I thought, yeah. Hey. I'm looking down from up top. Not sure how I got up here, but I seem to be less in pain, and the chanting seems to have gone away. So we break the curse of the murder house. Yay.
We won D&D.
Is he different than he was before all this started?
I'm still the same guy on the inside.
I mean, before the... Obviously, you're a little different than you were when we started the campaign.
yeah,
But I mean,
yeah.
I think that what I'm going to say, and I'm just making this up on the spot here, is that you can't go back to your skull.
Well, that's bad.
Basically, you've died. You're separate from your body now. So your only avenue, really, is to take control of Radka.
I look down at Raka.
Rock to react to this.
He is not very happy about it.
It's okay. You know.
For some reason, though, he accepts it.
Hey, I'm not saying it's the first time, but you know, my ideas usually don't go over very well. Not saying anything.
for some reason.
Because sometimes you have ideas that stand against the church, and we are on the path for the Church
Yes,
of
yes.
Avicent.
Straight, direct path, yeah.
Yes.
Maybe some detours halfway through.
Probably not.
Breaking for lunch.
No. We don't need to.
We should do that.
We really, I mean, not saying that I'm hungry because, you know,
Right.
but
Right.
the thought remains.
We'll continue on, though.
Oh, yeah.
Radka says, I'm hungry.
Oh, then here we go.
He starts digging around in your sack.
the sack of food that I bequested to him.
But that wasn't abandoned.
Yeah. So, possession then. All right.
Possession it is. You can still carry your skull. It is your arcane focus.
Okay.
Your own skull is your arcane focus. How many wizards can say that? That's very nice.
I think that's frowned upon.
No, it's one of those things where it's like, wow, that guy right there.
That is dedication. That is
got the
dedication.
craft. You know. Maybe not for Addison though. You could always call it like a moon silver replica.
It's a moon skull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very holy. Yeah.
Sure, yeah. So what do you do?
So I'll possess Raka if no one else minds.
Please, go on. I wasn't going to.
Yeah, all right. So instantaneous or
Yeah.
just
he voluntarily takes you in.
There it is.
Is there anything different about the room? Anything else?
No.
I want to have a look in that alcove, I suppose.
Yeah.
Have my
You
little
do.
lantern.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gross.
And it makes that plurble plopple sound. Uh-oh.
How about you, Lord? You probably don't have a sense of smell anymore. Maybe you could
That's a good point, yeah.
check it out.
I mean, or at least...
Oh, Raka does, though. Yeah,
right,
you've
but
got
if he
his
does,
nose.
do I mind?
I don't
It's
know.
his body.
Yeah. It's more like you're hearing about a bad smell. I'm not sure.
So it is mostly filled with water, again, like the rest of the room. But there's this heap of half-decayed vegetable matter, mostly, there in the middle of the room, inert, lifeless, for now.
Great.
Poke it with a stick.
You poke it with a stick.
I'm in the middle of the death, in the middle of the water. You're on the alcove at the
I have a
side.
stick.
You
Is
have a...
there any evidence of where this came from? Is there like a chute from above or anything? Somebody had to bring this pile. All right.
Maybe the pile brought itself.
Yeah,
Here,
maybe
I can toss you a
there's
quarterstaff.
that.
All right. I'll poke it with a stick.
Remember when I said you didn't need to worry about having a rest?
Yeah. Do I totally need to worry about
I
having
think
a
you should worry about not having had a rest.
Well, great.
We're going to soldier on for Avathan.
Yeah.
Yes.
For-
Yes.
I don't soldier. It's not something I do.
So I have a shovel.
Dollar
I'm
on?
going to take the shovel out, and I'm going to kind of prod at this pile for whatever reason in this
Okay.
pile of garbage.
Roll initiative.
I'm not on the front line this time.
Discovered that I have advantage when I roll initiative.
Do go on.
So fantastic, because I have been very slow of late.
I'm not going first, and I'm okay with that.
One moment. Adriana, what did you get?
11.
And Magnus?
6.
And Daniel?
21.
Wow.
Wow.
Advantage.
Can I
Go,
sit?
Daniel.
There you go.
And Sergey?
8.
That's so good for you.
I'm going to get the pink one ready for you.
Yeah. Again.
Yeah. Just write your name on it.
Okay, so Thaniel, I'm counting your shovel as an attack. Since you won initiative,
Great.
go for it.
Okay. What does a shovel do?
Make me a strength, just a strength check. No proficiency bonus.
Okay. 20. Total.
Okay, roll me a d8 plus your strength modifier.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, plus 3, so 6 total.
Okay.
6 shovel damage.
The mound howls again and raises tendrils up out of the water, splashing and shuffling, and it seems to experience a tiny amount of pain. Adriana.
All right. Let's see. I think I'm going to try to sense the good or evil in it. With my oh, maybe I can't do it to this guy.
Good or evil? I think we made it angry.
Yeah.
That's true. All
A
right.
little Counselor Troy here. I'm sensing anger.
All right. Maybe I will summon my spiritual weapon, Avacyn's Spear.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay, a glowing moon silver spear
Yes.
appears floating in the air next to the
Thing.
pile of refuse.
Okay.
And make me an attack roll with it.
I don't remember which. This is the first time I got to use this. I leveled up, and so, you
Right.
know.
Characters are now 3rd level.
Yes.
Right, you all leveled up.
Thank you. So 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability.
It's a melee spell attack.
Yes.
So you make an attack roll with your wisdom
My wisdom.
and your proficiency bonus.
Sorry, just to clarify, so tentacles came out of the mound, or the mound itself?
Wisdom
The
and
mound
proficiency.
itself
So I
rose
get
up,
to roll this guy.
started to shamble.
Oh,
Yep.
That's not very
much
good.
like a mound that shambles. A shambling.
So let's see. I have a total of 9.
All right, Avison's glowing silver spear appears in the air near the mound of shamblingness and strikes past it.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I still believe.
Now the mound.
I believe more to the left. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the
It's
direction.
okay, that's why I'm here.
Points for showmanship at any rate.
Okay. Thaniel, I'm very sorry for what's about to happen.
To me?
Yeah.
You just jabbed it with a shovel.
The wielder of the shovel.
I say bring it.
How about a 17 and an 18?
Both hit.
Okay. This is going to hurt.
Here.
The first one does 16 bludgeoning damage. Are you down?
No, I have max hit points of 25, but I'm sure the second one. Oh boy.
At least our cleric is here. 12.
I am down.
All right.
I collapse onto the shambling mound.
You don't even collapse, though, because it's hitting you with its tentacles. One slams into you and knocks you right into the path of the other one, and then they've got you, and it starts pulling you in.
That's not good.
Sergey.
All right. I know what Radka must do. So how far is it from the dais to where...
It's only 20 feet or so.
do you think I could wade over to where Thaniel is being dragged into the mound that shambles?
Mm-hmm.
I hope so.
Okay. I will do that, pulling out a potion of healing, and I will run over and just jam it down his throat and just like when you're
Drink this.
when you're trying to get a dog to swallow a pill, just like
Just pet the,
yeah.
Wrap it in cheese.
That's
Yeah.
right. It's like, yes.
Okay. You get some hit points.
All right.
What?
It is the standard potion of healing.
2d8 plus 4? Plus 2?
I'll check because I don't remember.
While you're looking that up, it's Magnus' turn.
All right. Yeah, I'm just going to lift my lantern and whisper something unintelligible in a tongue that no ears have heard. Usual stuff. 15.
That will hit.
All right. 8
What kind of damage is that?
force damage.
Okay.
Well, that was, I don't approve of your methods.
Moonlight. It looks like moonlight. Avison likes moons, right? That's
Little bits of
Plus
vegetation
2.
fly off
2d4
from
plus
it. It's a bit like trying to drive a shovel into very hard ground.
okay. I don't
really
do
should
that,
bail
but
on
all right.
that,
I
yeah.
understand academically.
Thaniel.
All right, so I am up. I am.
You should
Well-
drink that potion that I gave you from before.
You're still grappled.
I'm still grappled.
No, this is going to be great. Just
If I am grappled, can I cast my own spells?
Yes.
Can he drink a potion? You should drink the potion. You should really do it.
First, I'm going to rely on my own power, and I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Self-reliant Kessigers.
D8, is that correct?
yeah.
D8 plus 2. 10 total. So I am up to. I'm feeling all right.
Cure Wounds is D8 plus spellcasting ability modifier.
Is there anything I could do? Any other actions can I do? I cast this, and can I still try to free myself? Or
Drink the potion.
You can't.
okay,
That's pretty much. I mean, you were wrestling with it to get your arm free enough to pull the potion out and get it to your mouth as it's.
I did not drink that potion. I cast
Right.
Cure on myself.
You were wrestling with the tendrils, trying to make the proper moves and invoke the magic as little tendrils off of its tendrils were winding around.
Tendrils. All right.
Its tendrils have tendrils. Okay, Adriana.
Okay. I think I'm going to.
Do that spear thing
Well-
or whatever. You know.
You still have the spear, right? That sticks around?
Yeah, it sticks around for.
Do the spear thing.
It's like a party trick, you
Spear.
know?
Keep
It's like out of
spearing.
nowhere.
Keep
Oh, look,
spearing.
spear of everything.
Bound to work.
I mean, maybe you're just...
Yeah, so you can attack with
Duration
the
is a minute. Have we?
Oh, yeah.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
you've got plenty of time. So
Okay.
the spear can attack on your turn as a bonus action, so you can still do something else.
Oh, wait, it's just
Okay,
floating
well-
around?
Yeah,
Oh, that's...
Oh.
All right, I'm going to attack with
Nice.
the spear first and see what happens.
and it's like the artifact card, right? It's just the spear floating in the air. It's not being held by anything.
That's cool.
23.
Yeah.
Yes.
Spear jabs into the heart of the mound.
Okay. Force damage equal to 1d8 plus my spell casting. So 7.
Ooh, that's 11.
Yes, 11.
Okay. Woo!
Go!
That's, I think, the most damage it's taken so far.
Do you think she's
Alright.
just working up to the whole angel, like first the spear, maybe then the robe, eventually just
Wings.
Avathan?
I would
Yeah.
feel very blessed if Avison were to grace me with her presence.
Maybe you say it
Pass.
3 times,
Pass.
turn around, look in a mirror.
Daniel, are you feeling like you need more healing?
Feeling all right.
Okay. Then I'm going to. Oh, do we think that radiance would harm this? Yes.
Evil murder house, you know.
Evil murder house. I'm going to channel divinity.
Oh, okay. As a cleric of Avson with a focus, an archmage of Gold Knight.
I'm
You
an
have
archmage of Gold Knight.
Focus on the light of
On the light.
Avison.
Yes, the light of Avison.
You invoke that light and erupt with the radiance of the dawn.
Oh.
Yes, just like that. I hear that every dawn.
Yeah.
Very loud. Very obnoxious.
The Dawn, terrible roommate. you
Yeah.
know.
It's not good. It's not good.
So it makes a Constitution saving throw. It does make a Constitution saving throw,
Oh.
Okay.
but it's still going to
But you
take
still take half of the damage.
half damage. 2d10 plus 3.
Yes. Do you have? Thank you. Oh, 13
Total
plus
16.
3 is 16.
Yeah. Half of that's still pretty
It's
good.
not bad.
Yeah,
That's
it's
8.
not bad,
That's
it's
8.
not bad.
Do you see what the power of Avison can do for you?
Let's see what it can do for Thaniel as the shambling mound. Oh, as the mound that shambles tries to draw you into its substance.
Just want to make it clear, I don't like any of this.
You don't like tentacles coming out of tentacles? Is that what you're saying?
You're from Kestig. I would think you'd be used to struggling with plants and whatever.
Yeah, that forest.
Okay.
Your,
Fur and teeth.
your
You're
card
that
is
kind of-
green.
you're
There's
that kind of
affinity
ranger.
here.
Furry tentacle.
It doesn't even have to make a roll or anything. It just goes and wraps its tendrils around you.
dear.
You,
Oh, no.
You are currently blinded, restrained, and unable to breathe.
Ooh.
Yeah,
wow.
that last
oh,
one.
wow. That's
And how long did that,
bearing,
did that last?
bearing the lead there.
Not very long. Yeah, you should make every effort to escape as soon as possible. That's its action.
Good
Sergey.
advice.
Good, good.
Sound advice.
Looking up suffocation.
This round out,
Yeah.
not really do anything.
He's inside. Sorry, I can talk in the real verse. So he's inside the mound that shambles right now, right?
Yes.
Could I stick a hand into the mound that shambles?
You certainly can.
Excellent.
Oh, wait, a ghostly hand or a
No, a Raka
Raka
hand. Yeah.
Okay.
My goal would be to try and fish out the potion that I gave him, and again, force feed him this potion. Trust me, it's going to work.
Oh, it's going to be even better now if it
Yeah.
works. Yeah.
I would like this to be the thing that I do
I'm
for this
completely
entire
inside
run.
of this now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so like like this illustration shows a person being engulfed, right?
Sure. Okay.
Except that your face is under now because it's blocking your nose and mouth. But you can see exactly where his body got sucked in and approximately where to reach. So I'm going to need you to make me a check of some kind. First of all, to grab the potion.
Pull me out.
No. No, this is like pulling you out, but with style.
It seems like it's going to require a lot more rolling.
Yeah. Well, so would pulling you out. And let me tell you, not a strong guy over here. Raka, he's a poet. He's not necessarily the warrior.
Oh, I thought he was beefy.
Well, you know, beefy poet.
Oh, all right. That's kind of, that averages out. All right. You know how writers are.
Make me a strength athletics check.
Strength athletics, or maybe sleight of hand.
Sure. Let's go
that work
with
on
strength sleight of hand.
Good. I like it.
Well, right now I'm still suffering from the -2 to strength because of previous adventures
Okay.
with skeleton.
No, but I want you to use strength even still.
Okay.
So strength, but if you're proficient in sleight of hand, then you can add that bonus.
Not.
Oh.
All right.
Just wanted to use
It's all
dex.
coming down. All right. With the strength check at -1, it's still 15.
15 is where I was hoping you would get. You plunge your hand in and find the potion and just barely manage to wrench your hand back out. So we need another strength check to try to get to Thaniel's mouth.
That's okay.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. It's worth it.
Oh.
Carry on. Make the roll.
Oh.
Yeah. 19 on the die.
Wow. Okay. You expose Thaniel's mouth and get the potion in there.
All right.
So Sergey is an expert at brewing things, among other endeavors, as part of his work with various
Minor
kinds
medical
of
training, mostly.
necroalchemists and things.
So
he brewed this potion.
for the next 2 hours, what happens is you drink the potion. Tastes great. You know, I always give it the nice cherry flavor. But
It tastes like medicine.
oh, that's even better then.
It does taste like medicine.
It's basically
Children's cough syrup.
Yeah.
the potion has the effect of an enlarge spell. So you grow to the size of a large creature. So that's what, like 10 feet tall, and just giant.
Yeah.
He like bust out of the tentacle.
You do, because it can only engulf a medium or smaller creature.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
see?
awesome.
So not only do you have the large size.
Your size doubles in all dimensions.
Yeah. You also get to add an extra D4 to your melee weapon damage, and I think you get advantage on strength and athletics checks.
Strength checks and strength saving throws.
Strength and strength saving throws. So yeah.
But not attack rolls.
Nope, just on damage.
Okay, I guess I don't need to worry about the suffocating rules. This is good.
What's bonus?
I'll look it up again.
Okay.
First, let's see what busting out of this thing does to it.
Yeah. Ripping it apart at the seam.
No good idea can go unpunished. As you're doing all of this, it does lash one tentacle around and try to hit you, but it misses.
Whew! Raka, good job, man. Dexterous.
Magnus,
Yes.
it's your turn.
So,
See?
has he grown yet? What is
He grew. I need to give you a damage roll for that.
Mm-hmm. It's bigger than the stomach, yeah.
I don't think it has either of those things, actually.
Ari, roll me 2d8 plus 4.
I can do that. First one, 8.
Yes!
Plus 4. Plus 4. Yeah,
Plus 4 again.
16.
Okay. This is math I can't even do. What the heck? It's too early. Okay, now Magnus. You're wanting us to take a break soon, but we're going to plow through.
So he busts
He
out
busts
of it?
out. He's now actually bigger than the mound. standing astride it with bits of decaying vegetation all over him. I know it's break time in your world, but it's not break time in my world.
I blasted again. I rolled a 1.
Okay. Thaniel.
I, first of all, will kind of just take a moment to look at what is happening.
Yes. Anytime you
I'm
want
not
it.
entirely certain. Suddenly everything looks smaller around me.
All your gear has grown with you, including your weapons.
Now's the time to, exchange my coins for things. But I'm actually, as I am larger, I'm going to revel in this fact, and I'm just going to stomp on this thing.
All right, make me a strength attack.
Strength attack. I have, wait, hang on 1 second. I have some new things here that I, where to go? I have some sort of advantage when hitting something that is not at max points, but I can't find that right now. Anyway, 15 plus 3, so 18.
Yep. Give me a D10 plus your strength modifier plus that D4.
5 plus 3, 8 plus 3, 11 damage.
Okay.
Nice done, Stomper.
Yeah.
And then I will draw my gigantic longsword right now and prepare for the next.
Have to start worrying about the ceiling, though, so,
Adriana.
Is my spear still floating?
Yep.
I'm going to spear again.
The ceiling is 16 feet high, so you're good.
Just don't.
16.
Full sword.
You hit?
All right. Oh, this guy. 6 and plus, what was my modifier? 4. 10.
All right. It is starting to really look wounded.
This good.
Yeah. Particularly after Nathaniel burst out of it.
All right. I'm going to try to slice it with my holy demon sword.
Okay. What cannot be destroyed must be bound. Go ahead and make me an attack roll.
And as long as it's bound, you might as well swing it around a little. See, that I approve of.
20, natural 20. Addison, the power of Addison.
Okay.
Demons.
Yes,
Yeah.
right. It's definitely
I
one of those
blessed
two.
myself.
Right.
Roll me your damage dice
Or
twice.
combined.
Which one? Sorry. A D8 again?
For the demon sword, whatever your damage is.
Oh, my
probably a
demon
D8.
sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is the smoothest fight we've ever had.
Yeah.
I mean, most
A
of the time people
2
die.
and a 7, 9.
Carrying on all cylinders.
Plus your strength modifier.
Plus my strength, just 2, so 11.
All right. You're whittling it down fast. But it's its turn. Yeah.
I'm pointing up. I mean, like,
There's
really.
this huge thing trying to step on it. It's going to try to slam you again.
Not try. I did.
Yes.
It was beneath my boot heel.
One is definitely a miss, but one is a hit with a 24. 13 damage.
Wow.
Still up.
Clearly.
Sergey.
So I'm not so much into the combat side of things. Can I try and distract the shambling mound to give my giant friend here some advantage?
You can. There's an action for that.
There is.
I feel the need sometimes to point out that I don't know the rules as well as I might because I wrote them so many times that they've changed a lot.
Yeah. It's like how I can't remember the name of cards. It's like
Exactly.
I gave that card 3 names.
Yeah.
Editors probably know better. Which
Yeah, much.
So you can give Thaniel advantage on his next attack.
I'd do that.
Okay.
I don't know.
By distracting the
Basically, I'll light a torch and start waving it around.
Oh, okay.
You know, mounds at shambles, hate fire. Yeah.
All right, Magnus.
The blasty thing again. It's kind of my only button. That is a 23.
That's going to hit it.
Good job.
So that's 9.
All right.
So close.
It's getting down there.
Still alive. Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
This, Nathaniel.
Okay.
Why did we poke
You
this
got this
thing?
one.
Don't
I
know.
have my long sword. I'm wielding only the long sword. So I have the dueling weapon style. So it's +2 damage when wielding only one weapon in melee. And then I'm also the hunter archetype. And I'm a Colossus Slayer. So it's an extra d8 damage once per turn if creature is below max HP.
Okay. You have advantage on your attack because of Sergei's efforts to distract it.
All right.
Sure.
There you go. +5, so 20.
Yep.
All right. So that is d8 plus d4. Oh, that's 2d8 now. Anyway.
Do you want another
there we go.
D8?
Yeah, one more d8.
Yeah.
All right. 6, 7, 8. Plus 2. 10, and then damage is strength, right? So +3. Let me add that up again.
I think you're at
12,
I think it's
13.
13?
Yeah.
13 damage. Oh, right, because it was 10. Yeah, 13 damage.
It is clinging on.
No!
It's definitely falling apart. There's little bits of vegetation floating in the water around you.
I'm going to try spearing it again.
Uh-huh.
16.
Uh-huh.
Yes. 6 and what is it? 8.
That's 10, right? You're adding +4, right?
Oh, do I get +4?
The spear is your wisdom. The sword is your strength.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
10.
Okay. Still hanging in there.
Oh!
Go with the sword again.
Sword. Oh, 6.
Oh.
Oh. Demon sword failed.
All right. It's going to lash out at you with one tendril. Getting a 15.
15. I have
Your armor class is
16.
It misses you.
Yes.
And it's trying to knock that torch out of your hand.
Fire.
It gets a 12.
Ah! I'm a mage with, mage armor.
Mage armor. I have mage armor.
I know.
She says Avison.
Yeah.
Sergei,
Can I try and set it on fire?
you can.
Okay, I'd like to do that.
Make me a dexterity check.
Yep. Critical.
Okay, roll me a 2d6.
I like how stomping on it and setting it on fire are both good plans independently. And yet.
So 11.
Okay, unfortunately, it's very damp. It doesn't seem to take as much damage from that as you might expect.
It is on fuego.
It smokes a lot.
Sizzle, sizzle.
It's not
Yeah.
healthy.
That is not healthy.
You start to feel a little dizzy, but everything's right with the world. Magnus.
Blast it.
Finish this thing.
Come on.
That is a 13.
Now,
Bah.
Nathaniel.
Yes.
I'm going to. Based on my size, can I back off a little bit and then just try to stab it? All right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to back off and try to skewer this thing.
Uh-huh.
No.
Getting out of the smoke is always good.
All right, 7 plus 5, 12.
No.
No. The finish line is in sight and we are stumbling.
Adriana.
Back to my spear. 16.
Yep.
Yes.
10.
Avison's spear plunges into its heart.
Yeah.
And
Praise
it
Avison.
slumps
Praise Avison.
into nothing. And it's break time.
Woo! We're victorious.
Wow. I didn't expect you guys to survive that.
Thanks, James.
Thought it was going to be a very short session.
Good to know.
Yeah, hey. Roll up those new characters. That eats up an hour.
Watch this king through.
Maybe a bard this time. I don't even know.
All right, what do we do during break?
I have no idea.
I think we're
Oh, hey guys.
Hi.
How's it going?
How are you?
How was that fight?
Well, Addison. It was Addison that got us through.
We softened her up.
Are you all dead?
Addison.
No.
We're all
No.
alive.
No.
Thanks to.
Are any of you dead?
No, nobody's dead.
No.
We had
Okay,
one
well-
person that went down a little
I mean,
bit.
he's dead, but he was dead to begin with.
Well, we've got a couple more hours, so no problem. We're going to take a small break, give you guys a chance to stretch your legs, whatever other appendages you or characters may have, get some water. I'm going to go over to this table and talk to Mike Turian. So let's do that.
How long?
Thanks all. A couple minutes, I don't know. Be back by noon. Mike and I will talk. Who knows how long it'll take. We'll go to the table. We're at the table. Hi, everybody. As the board says, if you can read that, it is break time, so we're going to give them a break. I am joined by the organizer of this event, Pro Tour Hall of Famer, all-around awesome guy. It's Mike Turian. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Matt.
Hi.
It's good to be here.
Thank you for being with us today. So tell us a little bit about organizing this event. How did this all come together? Why did we get up so early this morning?
Well, why did we get up so early this morning? That question, I don't have a good answer for that one.
That's all
But in terms of how this all came about, this is actually the second year that Magic's done Extra Life, and that's been really exciting. Last year we raised $22,000. This year we're actually over $25,000 already.
I saw that.
And
We had I didn't get the last total, but we are over 25,000 thanks to basically everyone kind of working hard all week, asking for donations, putting up their own gifts for people, time and effort, and we're giving things away. It's great. So.
Yeah, it's really been a great experience so far. I mean, just even during the organizing process, basically, the people here that are involved with Magic, they were so good to us. Every time we asked for something, the answer was yes. It's like, oh, we want to get some Kaladesh packs to use in the donation sealed coming up at noon. And yep, that can happen. Oh, we want to have some uncut sheets to give away, for donations, and we got that. I mean, just up and down the line. Even this the background behind us, this Kaladesh background. We used it at the PAX show, and then we got to bring it in here just so we could have a great look and feel for the event.
A nice little background. Yeah, we've gone from the sort of darkness and macabre of Innistrad, and here we are in the bright, beautiful world of Kaladesh. So we're going to be bouncing back and forth via worlds over the next 24 hours. So you mentioned donation sealed, which leads me to want to go over today's schedule if you guys are joining us. We are right in the middle of our first segment, that is Plane Shift Innistrad. Author James Wyatt, creative designer in Magic R&D, is running a D&D campaign in the world of Innistrad. So that we're in the middle of that. They're on break right now. They've been really awesome. Some very cool fights right at the end. Stick around. We'll get back to that campaign in just a few minutes. But I have here the schedule after the D&D campaign ends at around noon, and all the times I'm going to say are Pacific because that's where I live. So if you don't live here, you're going to have to do math, and I apologize. From 12 to 4, we have Donation Sealed, where the players have raised money over the course of the week to give them certain booster packs for use in their sealed pool.
Yeah, that's exactly right. For instance, if they got a $50 donation, they could have added a pack of Future Sight or a pack of Kaladesh, pack of Modern Masters to their pool, and then there's different packs at different levels. So there'll be, I think one person has as many as 13 or more packs.
Wow.
Where some of the, and so, yeah.
So it wasn't just which packs, it was how many.
Right, how many
That's
packs.
crazy.
Well, and the cool thing about those is for most of those players, and you can go find them tinyurl.com/magicextralife, and then click on Magic the Gathering to find the roster. But you can go and find their page and donate to them, and the top donator gets their entire sealed pool. For
Oh,
most of those
nice.
players.
Awesome.
Yeah, so not only do they, help raise money for the kids, but we also are able to, give back to the people who are donating in the form of, hopefully with Future Sight, maybe open up a Tarmogoyf. Modern Masters just has tons of awesome cards.
Yeah.
That's just filled with it. So Donation Sealed, it should be a lot of fun. And I'm hoping too, just like seeing all these different Magic sets come together will lead to some gameplay that you've never really seen before in
Yeah,
Magic.
that proves to be a good time. I'm going to be here on commentary for that, joined by Marshall Sutcliffe, who gets here in a few hours. Marshall, if you're watching, how's it going?
Marshall didn't have to get up as early as us.
No, he could have slept into a reasonable, shall we say, human hour. So that was good. So that'll be exciting. That's coming up, like I said, at noon Pacific, and then we're going to go about 4 hours with that. After that is Commander from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. tonight. We've got a good group in there, and we had donations for which commanders people are using, all kinds of.
I'm hoping throughout the weekend we see people dressed up in costume.
Oh,
right?
costumes.
And so for
yes.
Commander really lends itself well to that.
Sure.
Donate to the player, and they'll get dressed up like their commander.
So yeah, that's exciting. Check out our page for all kinds of donation possibilities. This is going to be a running theme this weekend. Like I said, we are here for the 24-hour Magic Extra Life stream. We are raising money for Extra Life, a great charity that supports the Children's Miracle Network and children's hospitals across the country. Everyone here has picked a hospital to raise money for. We also have the Wizards Stream account. You can donate to that. There's a link somewhere on your screen, like right here. No, that's my name. Where'd it go? Here. Oh, my hand disappeared. So it's the magic of live television, folks. This is we're kind of learning as we go here. You donate. Every dollar goes to support this charity, and we have some amazing gifts that we would love to send to you, no matter where you live, to thank you for your donations. I'm going to get to those gifts in just a minute. Let's finish out the schedule. 8 p.m. to midnight tonight. That is Community Constructed, and they chose Conspiracy Block Constructed, which is not something you may have seen before.
I'm pretty confident in saying never before played Community Constructed turned out to be Conspiracy. So it's Conspiracy, the original, and Conspiracy 2. We'll be seeing both put together. I'm sure that the set lends itself to some really awesome decks because I don't believe that we ever even considered that this would be a played format. So for Constructed, that always lends itself to a fun time. And
conspiracies themselves, you don't see in Constructed. That is definitely how I wrote those rules. I have a feeling we might see some innovations tonight, so look forward to that. After we finish up with Conspiracy Constructed into the wee hours, midnight to 4 a.m., we're going to play Legendary Cube.
Yeah, Legendary Cube, and once again, we've added a special twist. We've added in a small handful of Kaladesh cards added into that cube. So it's a Legendary Cube plus a little Kaladesh, and so that'll make for a really fun event, I think.
Nice. Of course, the entire Kaladesh set is now known. The card image gallery is up at somewhere at dailymtg.com. You can poke around and find it there. Really cool new set. We're all very excited about it. PAX was awesome. We debuted it there, and so we'll sprinkle it in this event. And then to take us to the finish line, 4 in the morning to 8 in the morning, I'm going to be back for this one after my 87-minute nap. It is a Conspiracy Take the Crown draft.
Yeah, and that'll be playing Conspiracy, just the way that everyone at home got to play it. It should be a lot of fun. But once again, the extra donations will twist the rules and give people special powers. I know my favorite for a lot of people is just Extra Life, which is for a small donation they just start the game with +1 life.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so we'll see how high people's life totals start out. And of course, that one's being played multiplayer. A few of these formats are being played multiplayer, so that'll be fun to see because typically when we stream one-on-one play, but we're really trying to raise some money, and we just feel like multiplayer is a great format to watch and enjoying. Conspiracy shows that off better than anything.
Yeah, and if you're used to watching some of our events, if you've checked out our Pro Tour coverage, or we just had the Magic World Championship, you're probably used to a certain professional level of commentary, and I assure you I am not going to meet that standard, but we are going to have a really good time. So I want you guys to tune into the stream. Please give generously. And I did mention gifts. We should talk about gifts. So at the top of the stream, when we started, I said that the first 6 people to donate $20 or more. Now, when I talk about donate, these are all going to be going to the Wizards Stream account. That's at tinyurl.com/magicextralife. Each of us all have our individual accounts, so we have some individual gifts we'd like to give you. Everything I'm going to be talking about now is the actual main Wizards account. The company would like to send you some gifts. So we have 6 packages of 6 Shadows over Innistrad boosters each. I don't know if any of those are left. It sounds like, nope, we're too late for that. But for those of you who didn't get in on that, good job, because we have more things for you. I have here right now, this is The Art of Magic the Gathering, Innistrad. This is a beautiful hardcover coffee table type book featuring, this is,
Okay.
here we go, we're
We're
we're professionals, folks. It's the magic of live television. So some of the beautiful art from Innistrad, some wonderful information about the flavor and the locations and the characters, and so many people put so much effort into this book, including all four of our players and our DM over in the D&D game going on right now had so much to contribute to this book, and it is beautiful. And we're going to get them all to sign it. I have 3 of them. If you would like this to be gifted unto you, please go to tinyurl/magicextralife. The first 3 donations of $50 or more, we will get these books signed by the crew over there and shipped to your very home. So this is awesome. Great. I also should mention, on our page, we have lots of just random other things that you can be gifted. Kaladesh, I'm going to check my list here. We have, Kaladesh Uncommon sheet. We have a Kaladesh Rare sheet. Uncut, suitable for framing. We're not going to frame that for you. That's on you. But suitable for framing is really beautiful. These are very uncommon, to borrow a term. You don't see these every day. We don't just sell these, but we would love to gift one to you for donations. You can check out the amounts that we're asking for on our main page. And I believe everyone's waving their hands frantically. So either the building is on fire or break time is over. I'm going to guess the latter. And we're going to send it back to the Plane Shift Innistrad game, Dungeons & Dragons, hosted by James Wyatt. And let's take it over to him now.
And we're back. In case you've just tuned in within the last hour, what we're doing here is playing actually just a session of my weekly lunchtime game with members of a Magic creative team and Will.
I'm not a creative team person.
But he is creative. And
He's very creative.
actually has been a hugely valuable contributor to projects like The Art of Magic the Gathering, Innistrad, which Matt was just talking about. So we are running a D&D session in the world of Innistrad using information in that book and information in Planeshift Innistrad, the web supplement thingy that I wrote. And we're running the Curse of Strahd adventure. Curse of Innistrad adventure.
Yes.
So our heroes have just defeated the horrible howling monster in the basement of the Death House in the town of Wallabank. I am going to now, I intended to fast forward a little bit past this point, but I'm going to fast forward a little bit now. So you are able to leave the house. When you get back to the first 2 stories of the house, which before had been totally immaculate, not a hint of dust or anything, they are now absolutely covered in dust and cobwebs. It looks like nobody has been in the house, including you, for 100 years, easily. Every step on the floorboard creaks loudly. It seems like the house could collapse at any minute. Everything that you've picked up in the house, books, papers, deeds, are all old and not quite on the verge of crumbling, but definitely, wow, this is an old piece of paper. Everything remains intact and functional, and you are free to go. Picking up your journey from Wallabank to Shadow Grange to investigate the mysterious Lord of Morrar Estate. So, the road to Shadow Grange takes you through the somber walled forest and up into the mountains of the Midland Range in Stencia, which separates the inland valleys from the outland valleys, through Hofsaddle Pass to Shadow Grange and the outland valleys. And what I would like each of you to do now is tell me one thing that happens on the journey.
All right, I've got one. As we journey, we mostly make camp, but there is a little roadside inn where we decide to stay for the night. We all settle in. Sergei not sleeping, but doing whatever it is he does. Magnus is studying. Vedriana is probably praying or something. But
In the night, we are awakened. Vampires are attacking us, and we barely escape the clutches of a Stencia innkeeper, as per the card.
Awesome.
So innkeepers, you know.
Yeah.
So as we are headed through the mountain passes, there's actually a landslide that comes down and starts coming towards us, and I use the power of Avicen to shield the rest of the party from the rocks, the landslide, and the faith, the holy church, saves us from death yet again.
And I discover that I am greatly annoyed by Sergei's incessant whistling through Rotka.
Yeah, I could not whistle, but Rotka can whistle, and it is like a lifelong dream. All of the sea shanties from, that I've picked up over my lifetime.
From Nephalia.
From Nephalia,
Yeah, of course.
Sailors come ashore, they whistle.
Well, it's awful.
No.
I'll join in some of the Nephalia sea shanties.
Yeah.
I know a few.
All right. How about when we're making our way to the pass through the forest? There's a time where there's a large number of woodland creatures, some bigger, some smaller, that actually rush across the path as if they're pursued by something. But we're never really quite sure what it was.
Awesome. Fun. Sergei, you were aware that Rotka's goal is to lead you through the village of Shadow Grange to the Bitterheart camp on the far side, where he will introduce you to Madame Ava, who is a wise seer, who will send you farther on your way. But in order to do that, you have to pass through the village of Shadow Grange. So, after a journey of several days through the somber world, with all those exciting things happening, you come to Shadow Grange.
So, Raka, what can we expect when we get there? Nice people, good food, safe lodgings.
None of those things.
So, what kind of bad things are there in the Grange of Shadows?
Stencians.
Yeah, no, not anything.
Stencian food.
So, potato-based?
What was the third thing you said?
Nice places to stay.
Oh, and Stencian inns.
Those are all terrible.
Yeah.
James, just real quick, I was at 1 hit point, so.
Oh, you have had several days to rest, regain all your hit
Fantastic.
points, regain your hit dice, regain your spells.
So I'll
You're
be
fresh.
I get to brew potions on the way.
Good.
Yeah. See? Drink the potion.
Hope you can appreciate my skepticism, but
It bursts you out of a mound
But
that
it
shambles.
was rad.
it was pretty
so
rad.
cool.
It was pretty rad.
Do you need a minute to refresh? Okay. I'm sorry, I should have mentioned that before we broke. I was being rushed. Okay. Tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that seems to surround everything on this side of the pass. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for a mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance. Welcome to Shadow Grange.
The sobbing stabs at my heart.
We seem to go to a lot of places where people cry. Is this like Avicen's mistress?
Try again.
Big plan?
This does not seem the least bit unusual to you. This is Innistrad.
It's true.
Avicen stops the tears.
With death.
No,
Sorry, blessed
with
sleep.
light.
Blessed sleep.
With
Blessed
light
sleep.
or
See, it's
blessed
nice.
sleep.
Don't
Fearing
you want to
one.
go to
Tears
sleep
don't
and
always
never wake
end
up?
with the
Doesn't that sound
blessed
nice?
sleep.
The tears will dry on their own, I understand.
Avicen will show people the light, the way.
Let's have this conversation later.
We usually do it in the middle of the street. That's kind of a thing.
It is.
Oh, so go ahead.
So if we're heading down the path, the cobblestone path, it's obscured by fog, so we'd have to continue going to reveal more. Was that?
By the time you get into where there are houses, you can see if the street goes on straight ahead, there are branches off, and houses staring at you with their black, lifeless eyes.
And there's no evidence of people here other than the dwelling. I mean, nobody active.
You don't see anybody.
Rodka, where is everyone?
Yeah. Hey, buddy. Sorry, there's actually a microphone. There.
Probably cowering in fear.
Is there a central location for cowering, or is everyone in their homes cowering?
Freeform.
Where is
Freestyle
everyone?
cower.
There's a tavern in the middle of town. You might find people there, or the church, where
Let's
they
go to the tavern.
hide under
Let's go
Avison's
to the
protection.
church.
I like taverns.
I like churches.
Yes, well.
So we're looking for a town that has a combination tavern church. Really. I feel like we might not be far away from that point here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You know what to do when this
I feel
adventure
that
is
people
over.
Yeah.
in Bean would go to
Tavern
the church,
Some of them would.
where they can
No,
find
some of
protection
them
from
would.
Avison.
Yes. Yes.
Or we could go on to the camp of my people, where you will find a warmer reception.
Oh yeah, see, we should go there.
Aren't those the people who beat me up at the last town?
Yeah, but not these people. Those were different people from the same people.
Did they
Completely
beat you up?
different.
Yeah, they made fun of my clothes.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Took my lunch money, basically.
So I will pass Magnus a scroll. Here you go, just in case.
Scroll.
They also invited you to dance. It wasn't all bad. You've never been invited to dance before in
They
your
were
life.
making fun of me.
Yes, they were.
All right.
And asking for money or food.
All
I
right.
say we go to the encampment, my
All right.
thin-skinned friend.
I believe if we are here, we should follow the direct route. Yes, we should go to the
Go to
encampment.
the encampment. Let's do it.
Yeah. So food.
Yes. Hearty, I'm sure. Bitter hearty, but.
Ah. Ah.
Ah.
So you pass, walking down the main street of town, mostly just house after house. You get to a point where there is sort of a central square, and you can see the tavern off on your right. On your left, there's a building with some light spilling out from behind curtains and a sign over the door that says Bildrath's Mercantile. You can see the church down the road off to that way, but Radka is leading you toward the camp.
Yes, it's like autopilot. I don't have to do anything.
A self-driving body.
Yeah. Just sit in the back seat, eat something. It's a good time.
I'm not
you
sure
eat
that
something?
technology is.
Well, he eats something,
right.
and I get to, enjoy it. But I get to tell him what to eat. It's like when you go to a restaurant and, what do you want? Oh, I don't know. I'll just have some of yours. Like that.
Is it a compromise thing? Or?
No, they tell you what to order.
All right, so you are continuing.
Yes, so we'll continue
On
we'll
toward the
follow
camp.
Radka.
A couple miles away from the village, you get to a point where there's a bridge across a clear blue river. Quite lovely. You are surrounded by the trees of the Somberwald, which is also quite lovely despite everything else. You wind on still further. You get to a crossroads with an old wooden gallows at the crossroads, which is, normal, creaking in a chill wind blowing down from the high ground to the west, with a frayed length of rope dancing from the beam. So there's a signpost pointing back the way you came to Shadow Grange Village, pointing to the northwest to Tsarpool, and to the southwest, Mar Estate / Lammas.
Radka?
We want to go to Tsarpool. That's where my people are.
Yeah.
I think we should talk to his people first before we go to the
Absolutely.
estate.
All right.
So just for your information, scroll, it's a sleep spell.
Big me sleep, makes them sleep.
Anybody within 20 feet.
So for insomnia, if I'm just having trouble getting the shut eye.
You basically knock out the entire floor of the inn, yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
Like, I'm having trouble sleeping.
Good. Good. All right. Thank you.
That is the thing that I do. I can make other people cast my spells.
You being dead is not really slowing you down at all.
No, this is. I need to change my character portrait to the apothecary guys, though.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
That's you now.
Yeah. No longer the deranged assistant.
It's almost like you've been waiting for this to happen.
I'm not gonna
You
lie,
Had plans.
I had the skull already.
Yeah.
I had the
Right.
apothecary geist, and I'm making potions. Yeah. Better body too. Higher stats.
There are also blank gravestones around the crossroads, 11 of them.
Okay.
Like
So-
new graves or
No.
okay.
So like fill in your own.
Fill in your own dead.
Yeah.
BYOD.
Mm-hmm.
When criminals are hanged, it's common to mark their graves but not identify them.
Make that.
Yes. Just another blessing of Addison. Anyway, let's go.
Um,
I'm sure they're sleeping, either
Right,
here or
blessedly.
somewhere else.
Blessedly sleeping. That's correct.
Definitely
All
not good.
die. Avison blesses the sleep
Mhm,
of
mhm.
the dead who were faithful.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good time, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I really don't want to go there.
as you make your way along the road, just as you're leaving the crossroads, you hear a creaking noise behind you coming from the gallows. Where there was nothing before, now hangs a lifeless gray body. The wind turns it, creaking slowly, and the body fixes its dead eyes on you, and it looks just like you.
Get the potion.
Except to you guys, it doesn't
Do we
look like
see?
him at all.
Okay.
Just looks
But
like
we
a
do
body.
see a body.
You do.
I'm deeply unsettled by this.
Good.
Yeah, this is.
What's wrong, Faniel?
Oh. There
What do
wasn't
you-
a corpse there a moment ago. That's wrong.
There is now a corpse. It is of me, but I am me. What do you guys
It
see?
doesn't
It
look
doesn't
anything
appear
like
to
you.
be.
No.
no.
Have you ever
Not
gotten
you.
your eyes tested?
Yeah. If you want, I can test them.
Spectacles? It's-
I have the eyes of an eagle.
Oh, sure, of course.
Yeah.
No,
That's
you're
the
right.
problem. You need human eyes.
It doesn't look like you. You must have seen something weird there. Or wait, maybe no.
I don't like any of this vodka. What's happening here?
Oh.
Just normal, just how this place is, kind of a thing. Is it?
You're looking like me. Maybe.
Right,
Oh,
so-
sorry. You're looking at him.
I'm
yeah.
looking at him. It's a little confusing, I know.
Let me check.
I don't know what you're so upset about.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't know what you're so upset about.
Oh, do you not see? Well, I mean, I see it, so you probably do see it. I'm
Sure.
always
We walked by the
confused.
gallows. There wasn't a body on it. Now a
No,
body has
there's a
appeared.
body.
I'm interested in this phenomenon.
Okay.
What does this body look like to other people?
Just a body?
Well, yeah. We
Bodies
should,
have features.
we should go check it out. Hey, Raka, let's go cut it down. Raka, yeah.
Okay. You walk up the steps to the gallows platform.
Uh-huh.
Reach up to the rope.
It's a frayed rope.
At the very least, we can give the body a proper burial under Avison.
Sure, yeah.
And the body transforms into a cloud of billowing black smoke that falls down, drifts over you, or Radka, and
You're gonna run out of bodies soon, man.
Yeah.
flows down across the steps before it's drifted away in the wind.
Yeah.
You see a rope with a tattered end.
Even the rope is afraid. So you're the one who's bound to protect this body. I'm not sure why you're not right here beside me trying to cut down the guy.
Well, I'm not steering this guy either.
Oh, you know, where I go, you go. Where he goes, right?
Right. Well, I am actually going to round on Rodka and grab him by the lapels or whatever he has and be like, you don't see why this unsettles us?
Hey, guy.
We are accustomed to the magic of the curse.
Well, please explain.
There's nothing to explain. It's one of those phenomena.
Hang on, you dragged us out here. Like, start talking.
I told you the lord of this land labors under a curse, right?
Yeah, the only thing you would tell us with, like, curse. Sorry.
And I told you in Wallabank that the curse of Streffenmoor seemed to have even followed us there. Awful things happen here. I didn't bring you here for a picnic.
It's good. It would be a terrible place for a picnic.
Not gonna lie, though, it does make me hungry when you say that.
The curse. All right. So just anything bad that happens around here, you ascribe to this curse?
Pretty much.
All right.
Generally, bad things can be ascribed to curses and good things to Avison.
So, lots of
I often
opportunity.
ascribe bad things to peasant superstition, but anyway.
So, Magnus, are you hearing what I'm hearing? Lots of opportunity to, try out new things that will all of a sudden be the curse that's the problem.
We'll talk about this later.
I would advise strongly against such things.
You're right. We should go directly to the thing that we're supposed to do.
Yes.
Let's do that.
No, 100% with you. By the way, here's another growth potion.
Wait, did you say gross potion?
I can't make it taste good for him. I make it taste good for me, just in case.
While still skeptical, I will pocket the potion.
So yeah.
Okay. Ratka leads you along the road, continuing toward the Serpool encampment. The road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons, which the bitter hearts often travel in. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There's a clearing here next to the river. River actually widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. Yeah, just downstream from you. There are 5 colorful round tents, each about 10 feet in diameter, and a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. There's a much larger tent near the shore of the lake, lit from within, and 8 unbridled horses drinking from the river. The sound of an accordion, it says mournful strains of an accordion. Seems a little oxymoronic to me.
They're cheery accordions.
Well, it depends. Are you doing a polka? Or
Yeah.
It's definitely not a polka.
I mean, have you ever heard the dirge on the accordion? It's not a pleasant thing.
Well, that's
Fair enough. I actually heard an accordion concerto the other day.
Oh, wow.
That sounds nice.
Anyway, around the bonfire there are several bitter hearts singing, actually singing fairly cheerfully despite the sound of the accordion.
Maybe just a bad accordion player.
The footpath continues
Sad
on
if it's
past
bad.
the encampment.
He said no picnics, but we could still go swimming in the lake.
Last time we ventured into water, it went not
Went well. It went very well.
Sergey, perhaps you could free up Ratka to make introductions?
Fine.
At least just...
I'll be in the skull.
Okay.
Well, no, I can't go in back in the skull. Anybody else want to let me ride for a while?
No.
All right, Ratka, you got this.
It's going to sulk for a while.
Just a little bit.
Come with me to Madame Ava's tent.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. It's the big tent by the side of the river with the light inside. He sticks his head in first and says, Madame Ava, I've brought them. And she says, very well, bring them in. So he steps aside and pulls the flap of the tent back and gestures you in. There are magic flames inside, casting a reddish glow over the interior, revealing a low table covered in a black velvet cloth.
Fitting. As it were.
Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. At last you have arrived. demon?
I have slain a demon in the name of Avison.
Very good. And Magnus,
Yes.
your research has brought you here, has it?
Yes. Yes.
Fascinating.
Isn't it?
Thaniel,
What of it?
a hunter. And Sergei. I confess, surprised you made it this far.
Yeah, expected it to be a little bit different also. Rocco will pull out some bread and just...
Do you want your fortunes read?
Oh, yeah.
No, no. I don't think so.
Oh, it's just like when it happens at the church, but, you know, with more bones.
We're going to need to get the information that we're here for. I don't think we should be pursuing.
I remember this from the training, you know, honoring local customs in order to spread the greater will of Avison.
True.
As they're arguing, I'm just going to sit at the table. I want my fortune read.
Good. I did get a donation requesting some Deck of Many Things shenanigans.
No.
Because this is an ongoing campaign, I'm not going to introduce the Deck of Many Things, but we are going to have some Deck of Cards shenanigans as your fortune is read.
Is this the direct way to get the information? So if we don't have the argument, we can just go directly to...
I see. I am hearing your point.
Their superstitions can't hurt you.
I am not advocating that they can. I am saying this is a time that is spent in pursuit of the curse.
I suddenly feel like I'm playing Magic.
Yeah.
Shuffling a big deck of cards.
Should be cards.
Oh, crud. I was supposed to separate them.
Oh no.
We're early for a break, so I'm going to ask you to entertain me.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm going to do.
No, it's okay. We can do this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we can...
Finish this
Okay.
argument.
The whole, you know...
Let's take a quick break.
Okay.
That sounds like a good
Thank you.
idea. And...
Are we on break?
So,
I'm sorry about this.
If you
Which
would like a
polka?
necklace, donate for the children.
oh, that's a good point.
They're really cool. Mine is the Dauntless Cathar, who my character is inspired by.
Hey guys, so we're on break. The D&D campaign on Innistrad Plane Shift is taking a break. So we're back here at the news desk table. What does Rich Hagon call this thing? Hi, I'm Matt Tabak. This is the Wizards 24-hour stream Magic for Extra Life in support of Children's Miracle Network and great charities all around. And I am joined at this time by Kelly Diggs. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Matt.
How's it going?
I'm doing well.
So how's the campaign going over there? Sounds like you guys are having a really good time.
We are having a good time. We're having a good time. It's been fun to see how Innistrad sort of translates into D&D. The mechanics are different, so you're taking the same world and expressing it in a different way. And obviously things come out a little different, but the mashup is something really fun and unique. And I would encourage anybody who likes both Magic and D&D to download the plane shift rules that James Wyatt wrote and give it a try. It's fun.
Yeah, those are pretty awesome. Now, for years at Wizards, we talked about like not crossing the streams. That Magic and D&D were two separate things, and even though they kind of looked like they would play well together, we never did it. And but now we're doing it. So what changed? What brought this on?
A big part of what changed, quite honestly, is James Wyatt. James Wyatt had been working on D&D for many, many years. Was a veteran of D&D, and had gotten into Magic and wanted to try something new, and came over to the Magic team. And so we've really gotten with him a unique skill set, something that we didn't previously had, something that has let us do, for example, the Art of Magic the Gathering book series, which some people don't understand. It's really not an art book. It's kind of more of a secret campaign setting. You'll notice there are a lot of words in here, and they're all about Innistrad and what Innistrad is like. So this was basically James taking his experience writing campaign setting books for D&D to Magic and making something with that kind of depth to it. So we're really fortunate to have that. And same kind of thing where James loves D&D. It's in his bones. He wanted to have that conversation again, and it's one of those things where the conversation was had many years ago, and it becomes received wisdom. No, don't cross the streams. Nobody wants us to cross the streams. And then you start asking around. You go, well, who is currently here and in a position of power who doesn't want us to do this? Anyone? And so no takers. So it's been small things. It's been these free downloads and everything. We're not mashing them up. I don't think you'll see a beholder in Magic probably ever. But we are letting those two things that we love. We all love both of them. We're very proud of both of them. We're letting those two things touch each other a little bit, and it's
an evil eye or two, but not a beholder.
No, yeah,
right.
Not a beholder.
So I should mention, of course, we are here to raise money for Extra Life. We're counting on your generosity and your donations, and we thank those of you that are tuning in. We super thank those of you that have donated already. We have awesome gifts for you, including this Magic, The Art of Magic the Gathering Innistrad book. I believe we have 2 of these remaining. If you donate $50 or more, if you go to tiny.url/magicextralife, you can go to the main Wizard Stream page. That's where some great gifts await you, including this book. Read more. We have uncut sheets. We've got booster packs. In fact, I have more booster packs. Continuing the theme of Innistrad, I have been given a box of Eldritch Moon, and I would love to give these away to 6 of you, 6 boosters each. If you would like to donate $20 or more at our page for a $70 donation, take the package. So make sure when you are putting in your donation in the comment field, mention which gift you are aiming for, if you are aiming for a gift. But I should mention, you don't have to aim for gifts. We are here raising money to help sick kids, and every dollar helps. If you can't afford 20, 10 would be great. If you can't afford 10, 5 would be great. Even if you're just watching us on Twitch, send a tweet, mention us on Facebook, get your friends watching. We really appreciate it. Anything you can do. So, Kelly, we're coming to we're about the halfway point of the campaign setting here. Now, we have locked James in a booth for a few minutes. So how is he as a DM? As a player, how do you think James is doing?
He's doing great. It's been a lot of fun. He knows the setting really, really well, and getting to see, in particular, getting to see inspirations from specific Magic cards has been really fun. He's encouraged us to, pick a Magic card that might represent each of our characters, and then, when we're fighting monsters, like just a minute ago, we were fighting a mound that shambles, a shambling mound, if you will, which is something more or less straight out of the Dungeon Master's Guide. But at other times, we have fought things where you can pull up the Art of a Magic card and be like, oh, it's one of these,
right?
And other things where you're not quite sure. There's a lot of overlap there, Resident Fantasy. So seeing how he has woven all that together has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's really fun watching. I mean, there is no one on the planet more qualified to run a D&D campaign on Innistrad than James Wyatt. So getting the chance to watch this has been a lot of fun.
That is literally true.
I hope you folks at home are enjoying it. Of course, a nod to our great friends on the Dungeons & Dragons team. They did a 24-hour stream before ours. They hit their goal of $50,000 they raised, which is insane. That's all going to help sick kids, so that is great. We have a goal. I don't know what our goal is, like $35,000, something like that. We're about, let me check the tote board here, a little tip. $25,862, and we have about 22-ish hours to go, so please get out those credit cards and let us gift you magic cards. This is how it works. $20 donation for 6 Eldritch Moon boosters, $50 donation for the Art of Magic the Gathering Innistrad book. Add that up. For $140, you can get 2 of each or something. I don't know. Like, there's no limits. When I say these minimums, don't pay any attention to that. Whatever you can give, we super appreciate it. Kelly, we're going to let you get back to the table. Get a little break here,
Great.
a little stretch. Thank you for joining,
Yeah, absolutely.
for joining
Thank
us.
you.
Kelly Diggs, everybody.
Yeah. And hi, Sophia.
Yeah. We have individually offered some incentives, and I'm back here with my cell phone. And I'd like to give a shout out real quick. I'm going to check Twitter because I want to get the name right, and I want to make sure he's watching. Scott Vance, if you are out there, you sent me a tweet. Now, you guys know, quick little personal side, I'm partial to a certain National Football League team, the Green Bay Packers. Scott Vance, a big Magic fan out there, is a fan of the Minnesota Vikings. And he said he would donate $50 if I sang Skull Vikings on stream. Unfortunately, Twitch, copyright laws being what they are, I cannot sing that. But I looked at the rules, and nothing is preventing me from doing a dramatic reading of the lyrics. So while our D&D players take their positions, I'm just going to give you a brief reading for all of our friends out there. Here we go. Are we ready? All right. Everyone relax. Need the mood. All right. We're loose. It's like 6 in the morning, but we're loose. All right, here we go. Skull Vikings. Let's win this game. Skull Vikings. Honor your name. Go get that first down. Then get a touchdown. Rock 'em, sock 'em. Fight, 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 fight. Go Vikings, run up the score. You'll hear us yell for more. VIKINGS. Skull Vikings, let's go. So best of luck to the Minnesota Vikings in tomorrow's National Football League contest against the team that will probably beat you, the Green Bay Packers. With that, thank you for your indulgence. I appreciate your donation. That is $50 or $75 from Scott. If you would like me to do ridiculous things on camera, please mention it in the comments. Give generously. I'm willing to do just stone cold anything. It is only the law preventing me from doing whatever you ask me to do. So we're going to send it back to our D&D game. Our adventurers on Innistrad and our DM, James Wyatt. Take it away, James.
Okay, it's really funny that I just did that because for some reason the last 12 hours or so I've had the Cornell fight song in my head, which I don't know. My father taught at Cornell and all my friends went to Cornell, and so I heard it but never learned it. And so anyway.
Hey, any Cornell grads out there, donate. I'll read your fight song. I'll read any fight song.
Awesome. Okay. I have properly shuffled the cards and separated them according to my daughter texted me and said, "You had one job." Anyway, Madame Ava sets aside her crystal ball with one last lingering look and a little giggle of glee. Invites Thaniel to cut the deck and lays out the cards on the table in front of her. Radka brought you here because of the curse of Streffen Maurer. So what I am about to tell you pertains to that curse. and how it might be broken. Bear these words in mind, for they are likely to make the difference between life and a fate far worse than death, even for you.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm paying attention now.
This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy.
The ancient again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have him.
This card.
Maybe.
Ah! You had one job.
Stroke mid-reading.
It seems in character. She's a little
Yeah.
strange.
She's also the happiest person we've met so far.
That is true.
That's why I laughed.
She giggles.
It's like-
Yeah.
It's nice to meet someone who's enjoying this.
Yeah. I mean,
This card is the shepherd. Find the mother, she who gave birth to evil.
the mother. Yeah.
My daughter just texted me again. One job. Thanks, Ashley. I love you. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope.
The symbol of Avison, we all are assuming.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, probably not Avison. Going out on a limb. Sorry, just you can bet that way. I'll bet this way.
Right. There's one holy symbol.
The symbol. The symbol.
Look, this is the wizard. Look for a wizard's tower on a lake. Let the wizard's name and servant guide you to that which you seek.
To be fair, he probably serves Avison, so you're right.
Of course I'm right. If my faith is ever questioned, I only cement my belief in Avison all the more.
Mm. Yeah.
This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. And this card is the merchant. I had it here, just right here. Seek a cask that once contained the finest wine, of which not a drop remains. Now, this card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness.
So this is Avison.
This is the raven.
Sent by Avison.
Sent by Avison.
It would have been a heron.
Find the leader of the feathered ones who live among the vines. Though old, he has one more fight left in him.
I'm sure you'll be right next time.
Thank you.
Oh! Your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. This card is the seer. He waits for you in a place of wisdom, of warmth, and despair. Great secrets and great tragedy are there.
So a church.
Shh.
Wisdom. He said
Wisdom.
wisdom. Warmth.
Warmth.
Wisdom.
Tea?
Yeah, please.
Absolutely.
Something to go with these crackers. Rocket has like giant chipmunk cheeks full of crackers. Okay.
One of the other bitter hearts comes in with a cup of tea, with pot of tea and a stack of cups, actually bowls, little pottery bowls. Hands you each a bowl, pours tea.
Thank you. So, besides reading of the fortunes, What do you know of this curse?
More than words can express.
Could you try?
I like this
Interpretive
one.
dance or
Not gonna lie, I think that she is the most up and up person that we've met so far.
that is actually true.
How long has the curse befallen this land?
When Edgar Markov met with the demon Shilgengar and gathered his closest allies together in Markov Manor, Streffenmaurer was there. In that moment and with that bargain, he brought the curse down upon us all.
That's before the founding of the Church of Avison, according to the calendar of the Church of Avison. It's interesting. It's an older curse than your blessings.
Well, my blessings are able to counter any curse.
Mhm.
It is a good thing that then the church was founded, so
Mhm.
that these types of curses couldn't pervade the land forever.
Exactly for this reason the church was
Yep.
founded.
To fight darkness and evil.
Yes, exactly.
You shall not bring a shadow over my light.
I have a lantern. I don't bring shadows.
Thank you.
What can you tell us about more before the curse? Do you know anything?
He came from a royal bloodline in the days when kings and queens ruled this land. Many long ages ago.
So we know he likes windmills.
Windmill.
Bone grinder, yeah? That guy?
We have it.
Oh, you have visited the house in Wallabank.
Yeah, yeah.
We have just come from there, in fact.
There was an incident with a howling monster.
The Durst house.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you know of that house? What do you know of that house?
Only scraps of information, which I'm sure you have already gleaned. The Durst family owned that house in Wallabank, but they also own Bone Grinder, as we call it now, the windmill on the hill.
Don't we technically now own those things?
We do have the
we
deed,
have the
yeah.
deeds. Yeah. all
I
right.
mean, if we ever wanted to go into the bone grinding business, I
Yeah,
think we have
yeah,
a very
yeah.
good, solid base of operations.
Yeah.
Something about
Indeed.
making bread,
Yeah. Something.
grind bones.
I'd want to hire someone who knows the business to kind of run things.
Those people are kind of tall.
That's true. That is true.
Kind of what?
Tall. Tall people grind bones to make bread.
I was with you.
Thank you.
I was not.
Can you tell us about his family some? You mentioned before to find the mother.
Oh yeah. I like you.
Did I?
Yes.
The cards did.
Oh.
What do we know about?
Streffen's
About the
parents. I believe they are buried in the crypts below Maurer Estate.
Ooh. So do we know how to get to this estate? Is it?
Oh, we saw a
There
sign
was a
on
road
the road.
sign.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could go straight there.
We probably
The
should.
direct route would take us straight there.
Yeah.
So maybe not even backtrack to the crossroads. 'Cause it's creepy. We just cut across the heather.
Probably stay along the road.
I would go on the road personally.
Ah,
Oh, we
I'm
agree.
comfortable
We do.
either way.
On something.
Oh,
That's
oh,
good.
fun.
Yeah.
So eat food, sleep here.
Wait.
I
wait.
see no need to stay here longer.
But we're tired, all traveling all day. You know.
We should get our rest.
We could go back to the town. I'm sure the church would allow us to stay.
We're supposed to break this curse. We know nothing about the nature of this curse, other than weird stuff happens, like, dangling corpses that look like you, or look like me
Look like
anyway.
him, yeah.
I guess I still feel like we haven't quite gotten the download of what we're supposed to do.
We are supposed to vanquish evil and darkness.
Right.
Supposed to exploit the situation. Vanquish evil.
Daniel, let me tell you something. What you are supposed to do is what your heart drives you to do. Rutka
I drive rockets hard. I mean, physically, not emotionally.
Many of our people and the other folk of Stensia are quick to attribute to Streffin's curse many of the evils of this land. Streffin Moor is not responsible for all the evils of the 4 provinces by any means. We brought you here perhaps prematurely, but it is not a question of being chosen for a particular destiny.
Of course not.
Yeah.
It is a question of utility. Does that answer your question, dear?
It leads me to ask another question,
As
Which
so
is-
many answers do.
which is to break this curse. Is it to destroy more?
The death of dear Streffin would have many implications and ramifications, most of which would benefit the living inhabitants of Stensia's outer valleys.
Right. So, killing one of the ancient progenitors of the vampire lines, I'm not sure that's something we're really up for.
Well, maybe we could just talk to him, ask him to, take it somewhere else.
Maybe just uncurse it a bit.
Just a
maybe.
little bit.
Yeah. What are the feathered ones? What is it? I mean, birds?
Maybe angels?
I mean, they could be.
Yes.
That's good. Never mind.
You do not wish me to answer the
Oh,
question
go
after
on,
all?
go on. No, please do.
The feathered ones what did I say about them?
You said that there's a leader of the feathered ones that is very old but still has one fight left.
And something about hiding in vines.
Hiding in vines,
Which
yes.
doesn't sound like what angels do usually. I don't know.
Maybe
there's,
just ones, no wings.
maybe there's forest angels. I don't know. Are there forest angels? You ever seen it?
I don't know. I've never been to Stensia.
Addison's angels fly, exist anywhere that they are needed.
Right, but do they hide under vines or do they holy radiance?
A little bit of both.
Right.
The angels of Avison and her hosts are not the only forces representing life and vitality in this land. There are those spirits of nature who sometimes will treat with mortals and provide magical power in exchange for some degree of service. Some would call such folk witches. Some would use more generous terms, perhaps.
Okay, so, I'm happy to continue chatting with Madam Ava. Hey. But we could also...
It's so nice to have visitors, dear.
I imagine that they don't get out much, what with the hangman and the mist and the empty towns.
Oh, we travel freely.
That's right, they get around.
They do. They do.
But we've got some really solid direction. I feel like go to the forest, go to the castle, go to the other castle.
We
There's a
can
wizard's
definitely
tower
stop
on
at
the
the
lake.
church.
We were by a lake. Was there a tower on that lake?
Oh yeah, we could just swim right
No.
there.
No. Oh, that's too
Okay.
bad. Okay.
You want to go back to the church, I know.
I think it would be an excellent place to sleep for the night.
Maybe when we go to the church this time, you take a little bit with you. That way you never leave the church.
There is always some of Avison with me.
Yeah. There we go. So we don't need to go back. Got it.
I am saying that it might be a very welcoming place for us to spend an evening.
Well, for some of us, I'm sure it would be.
I would like to go to the church and ask for a boon from Avison as well.
Well, that's a good point then. All right. If he wants to go, he never says he wants to go anywhere, so let's go.
That's true. All right.
You could always split the party.
Yes, that's always a good idea.
Okay.
I do not trust. I will not leave Sergei.
Can he even go inside the church now? Is that gonna?
Yeah, guys are in the church all the time.
Right? Are you just gonna get blessed out? Like,
Yeah, maybe. I'll take the risk.
okay,
There are guys that serve Avison.
that's true.
I gave Rakka
Is he one
a
of them?
small version of the symbol of Avison to hold. Take this, please. It will bring you light.
Yep. There we go. No, you can take it. No.
Your hesitation is not the only one you feel.
I'll see. All right, but we'll take it. It's a gift.
It's a gift, and it's
We'll
important.
pop it right here.
You are in the service of Avison.
Yeah, I've got it branded somewhere.
Seek a cask of which not a drop remains.
That means we need to go to an inn, a lot of inns, and try all
Maybe
the
every
tap.
inn.
Yeah.
Is that the plan?
What time of the day is it right now?
It is evening.
It's evening.
All right. We've just been told that we are on the front page of Twitch.
Thank you for watching.
Yay! Happy Twitch.
Keep donating to the children.
All right. Yeah. What time of day is it?
It's getting on toward
It's
evening.
Evening. All right.
You probably have enough time to get back to town.
Plus, we get to go by that crossroads again
Yes.
Yeah.
I say we head in that direction.
and burn the hangman.
If it's present, I think we can cast it out with a blessing
Of fire.
of light.
Geist flame.
Holy
Let's
light.
get moving.
Let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
Make our way back.
Thank you, Madam Ava.
Oh, my pleasure, dear.
Appreciate the tea. If you had any that will we could take with us.
Are you pouring that in your slop sack again?
A little bit. I mean, give it flavor. This one is, yeah.
Did you all drink tea?
Yes.
I did not drink the tea.
I did.
I totally did.
I took her tea.
Okay.
I smelled the steam for a while and then set it down.
These things that we heard during the card reading, do any of them mean anything to me? Do they hold any significance? Remind me of any history or arcana or religion?
Let me go back over the list. The mother who gave birth to evil. Make me a intelligence history check.
Sounds like a whole lot of nonsense, but 21.
Oh yeah, you are familiar with the names Barov and Ravenovia, the ancient king and queen of the Outland Valleys, who were the parents of Strefan Mar.
Ravenovia. I'm not gonna lie. So one of the big draws of playing in this game is that since I'm playing with the story team, I never have to wonder what the pronunciation is.
We're making it up as we go
We
along.
certainly are. All right, Wizard's Tower, Lake, name, and servants guiding us.
Oh. That doesn't. Oh, I've also been told to speak up so you all can hear me better. That does not mean anything to you.
Okay. Cask of finest wine, of which not a drop remains.
I'm guessing it's blood. It's usually blood when they say wine. It's always the flowery language. But, you know, it could actually be vine, but it could just be a dead person.
All of you make me an intelligence check.
Just
Oh, boy.
intelligence.
Just flat intelligence.
2.
15.
24.
16. Not 24.
24?
I crit the roll, yeah.
Wow.
I know about the blood, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
Ah.
You don't even have any.
No, not anymore. It gives me a unique perspective.
Sure.
Theory crafting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, once I'm removed from the situation, I'm no longer bound by the limitations of being within the scenario.
Yep.
Well, You have in the past encountered bottles of wine labeled the Wizard of Wine's Winery that you believe comes from the outland valleys of Sensia. So maybe there's some connection there.
Maybe they brew it in a tower.
Perhaps, but if the tagline isn't "It's magical," they really need to work on it.
Yes. You should go into marketing, Sergey.
Sit a spell, have a drink.
Ah, that's better.
The feathered ones you asked about already. You don't have any more information about that.
The seer.
Place of wisdom, warmth, despair.
That sounds like frickin' fortune cookie, right? It could mean anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Sweet.
The word of Avison greets you. If you'd like to
All right.
let us know.
Nathaniel has a natural 20 available to him on a
Thank you,
Attack.
Doug Byer.
Save.
It was
Thank
Doug
you.
B. It could have been anybody.
Doug B. Apologies.
Could have been anybody.
Thanks, Doug
Could have been
B.
famous stand-up comedian Doug Benson.
Yes, thank you, Doug
B.
Benson.
Thank you. Natural 20 is waiting right there.
excellent.
In the place, I like that. In the place of honor.
Dookie Dowser.
I
I'm
want
feeling I'm
you
gonna need
to declare you using that before you make the roll.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. What else?
I think it's time.
We're just on the way, right? We're just heading out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Back to the village.
Was there anything else Raka wanted us to see or do?
No, left.
Okay.
Iraka.
I'm gonna linger with Madame Ava after the others go away. You seem to be someone who sees much. Have you made any observations regarding the stars, their movements, their meanings?
It's best not to talk of such things,
Well,
dearie.
that is true.
Certainly interesting times are ahead.
Very well. Thank you for the tea.
Oh, my pleasure.
Always worry
feel
that
like
it's
some people
poison,
might have
but then you
fun
realize
dreams
it's
or
somebody
something.
else's body, so you don't care.
I know, right? Wait,
All right, yeah, that's
just you.
Yeah.
Does Raka have anything else he wants us to do?
No.
He's ready to go.
No dancing this time. That's good.
He was not the dancer last time. He was the guy who sat in the corner and was just like,
See, I like that. All right. Then let's go.
All right. I lead the way down the path. I'm tired of following.
yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Happy to let her lead.
You should rush ahead.
Not rushing. Walking with direction and purpose.
I keep looking over at you guys and just getting blinded by this light. Then I look over here and I've got this green rectangle field of vision, and then I look down here and I can't read it all. Anyway,
You could be consulting
Right.
stars, the ones that aren't.
It's the blinding holy light of Avison, probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
that's
would
what it
imagine
is.
so, yeah.
Because it's right by Kimberly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Radiating.
Oh.
You're taking radiant damage. It's fine.
I am taking radiant damage. All right. So you make your way back to the village of Shadow Grange. Heading to the tavern
Or the church.
or the church.
The tavern church. We already decided that it's a singular entity.
We may have some dinner.
Well, okay. You reach the central square again, and you see the Bildrath's Mercantile. You see the Blood of the Vine Tavern, and the church is back that way.
Blood of
Blood of the vine.
blood of the vine.
Yeah.
Vine and blood.
That's
All in one tiny package. Yeah, let's go.
We'll go, we can
We can sample the local
stop
fare.
in the yes.
yes. Good.
Because it's dinner time.
Does it look like there's activity going on in there?
There is a single shaft of light coming out through the gaping doorway, thrusting illumination into the main square. And there's quiet voices inside.
We can talk quietly too.
Right, but we have to talk loudly so that they.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. I'm talking quietly, but for the purpose of the microphone.
Stage whisper.
I can't do that and also lisp. So yeah, we find a booth. We're like, hey, we're here for the dinner and maybe the lodging.
Okay, so inside there's a blazing fire in the hearth.
We like that, yeah.
Gives a little bit of warmth. There's a few huddled souls within, including a guy behind the bar. There's 3 bitter hearts sitting together, and a handsome young man sitting in a corner table sipping his wine.
We should sit with that guy. I don't know why, we just should. He stands out.
He's alone. He might be willing to talk to us.
Good point. You should go first. Avison always puts their best foot forward.
I will go first. Thank you.
Before we go over there, I want to go to the bar and just order from the bar, or from the barkeep, whatever that guy's having.
Well.
So he's standing at the bar cleaning glasses with a kind of dull look on his face, and you go up and okay. Pulls out a bottle of wine, pours it, and hands you a glass.
What's the label on the wine?
The Wizard of Wines.
Good.
All right, I walk up to the table where the handsome gentleman is sitting.
I'm sure this went wonderfully. No, that's one of my catchphrases.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Why don't you sit down?
Yes. I am Adriana, Archmage of Gold Knight, sworn to Avison. And you are?
I'm Ismark.
Ismark. Where do you hail from, Ismark?
I'm from here. My father's the burgomaster.
I invite the rest of my friends to come and sit if they
All
want.
right. Is it all right if we join you?
Yeah.
Yes, by all means.
Excellent.
Are you having a good evening?
Ooh, that was a very
Well, it just got better with company.
So, being the son of the head honcho, it's not always what it's cracked up to be. You're not having a good time. It's not a good time to be in the town. Just going to keep going with the questions until he stops me. Feeling short. Like the food wasn't that good. Bad night's sleep. Cranky bed. I mean, I don't blame you. Look at the windows. The weather. It's not that great.
It would be great to hear what are you right now?
I wanted to see how long he could go. It's like a filibuster.
Yeah. Let's just keep going. Don't do well meeting new people. You know this.
I see. You're putting yourself out there, Sergey. That's what matters.
So you're not from around here?
What gave it away?
I've never seen you before.
That's right. Small town.
Is there a reason why everybody is indoors? Why we don't see activity outside today?
We tend to keep to ourselves around here.
Then please forgive our
Oh,
rudeness.
no. I'm happy to chat with you. In fact, I could probably use your help.
Well, that's good. I was afraid you were going to tell us to go away or make us sample one of your potato-based foods. I hear they're not good.
You have a problem with our local cuisine?
No, really.
I kid.
What sort of help?
My sister is having some troubles. I want to take her to Lammas, which has stronger defenses than Shadow Grange does.
What are the nature of your sister's troubles?
She's drawn the attention of Streffen Mar.
Oh.
He says that clearly too loudly for the taste of everyone else in the room. They stop, they look at him. The bitter hearts spit on the ground. And they, yeah, and then they all turn back to their tasks.
Raka doesn't spit. We stopped that.
My hope is that escorting her to Lammas will give her some protection from his predations.
What kind of protections exist there?
A wall to start with, and a strong presence of the church, and recently some inquisitors have taken up residence there.
So she's being attacked.
She's being visited.
Visited? What does that mean?
She has suffered a few bites at his fangs. Again, the other people in the tavern glare at him. And she's fallen under his sway.
We should do the thing. We should do this one.
Perhaps I can help her. I bring with me the power of Avacyn and the light of the church.
Well, perhaps you can.
That would be excellent.
And if not, then perhaps you can help me find someone who can.
Oh, no, not the killing. Got it. I thought you were going to say, put her out of her misery.
She is my sister.
Right, and you don't want her to be all,
Yes.
True.
So better the blessed sleep.
Better the blessing of Avacyn.
Right, yeah. But, I mean, if we can't get there in time, then,
It sounds like escorting her to Lammas may be dangerous. If she needs to be within walls, then taking her away from the protections here,
Such as they are.
could put her or us at risk.
Which is why I have not yet taken her.
Hmm.
And why I seek your help.
Well, I believe we are going that way in any event.
yeah, well, I mean, we'd have to go there eventually, so yeah.
I think this is something that Avacyn would want us to do.
It is, of course, complicated by the fact that the road to Lammas goes right under the view of Mara Estate.
Has your sister, has anybody tried to treat her for the influence?
Donovich has not proven useful.
Who's Donovich?
The priest in the church.
Well,
We're a little far away from, the central area, so maybe
Right.
they don't send the best guy out this
Right.
far. Maybe he's just, beat squad.
Well, and it is possible that he is not versed in all of the ways Avacyn can offer her protection.
yes. Let's try ministering.
Yes.
He claims the wards of Avacyn have fallen weak. But I see in you that's not true.
I have not found it. If darkness threatens my light only glows stronger.
It sure does, boy.
Insane holy. Just super holy.
So,
holy.
we go in. Can you take us to your sister? Maybe say hi?
I will. He pays for your drinks. Anybody want to get something before we go?
I'll have the Wizard of Wines.
Okay.
Yeah.
Puts a couple of copper pieces down on the bar. The bitter hearts watch him very carefully as he does that. Almost looks like one of them is peering up to make sure he put the right amount down. And they go back to their drinks.
Is there a secret sign between bitter hearts that Rocket can, flash to
No.
these guys? Maybe just a nod, a solemn nod.
The chin.
So,
I'm not going to try that.
You don't have a rocket suit.
Right. That's all right.
Okay,
well,
yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
The baby.
So we everybody brought the moon silver, right? So we put the moon silver on her, cast out the bad things, throw it in the water,
Throw what? Her? Throw
Yeah.
her in the water?
Yeah.
Is that how this works?
Well, if she floats, we know that
we'll
she's
have
got
to
the...
see if she is cursed particularly, or if it is being drawn to her. We're not throwing anyone in the water.
Right. The stake is right
Thank
in
you.
the square.
How does this go then? What is the procedure?
We will say a blessing of Avison over her and see if there's evil in her that responds to the blessing in any way.
We heat up the moon sulfur, we press it against her skin, she screams, she's possessed.
No.
Is that what happened to you?
Yeah, well, you know. These are a tried and true method. I mean,
We'll say the blessing.
Yeah.
first, right, got it.
Yes. Let's do.
So is she here at the at this inn we're at?
No,
Or tavern?
Ismark leads you. Shoot, I'm trying to do two things at once. Leads you out back to the main square, then down the road past the mercantile. You go past a house right next to the mercantile that is clearly the source of the weeping sounds you heard when you entered town, the mournful sobbing. You hear it again as you go past that house.
Still going.
Yeah,
It's persistent.
Yep.
we should probably go in there, check it out. Is this the place we're going?
No. Darn it.
Now we split the party. You take care of the lady, we check out the sobbing.
I would prefer that we stay together.
I've got you right. I did bring the manacles. This is the way to do things.
Yes.
I also brought manacles.
Who didn't bring manacles? They're so useful. Always
I
in
did
a
not
pinch.
bring manacles.
Yeah, you put a little symbol of Avison on there, and they're holy manacles. It's great.
We would have to bless the manacles.
I have a vial of holy water. I have manacles ready to go.
Let's do this. Hands and feet, because we've got 2 sets.
So past the moaning house, down at the very end of that road, is a large mansion, actually, a weary-looking mansion. Behind a rusty iron fence, the iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside while the left swings lazily in the wind, squealing and clanging repeatedly over and over. Weeds choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet against the walls, the growth has been tramped down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish of the walls. Great black marks tell of the fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one's marked with stains of evil omen. Ismark strolls you up to the front door.
It reminds me of the murder house.
Yes, I'm sensing there is definitely evil here.
Are there any architectural connections to Murder House?
It's a similar architectural style, but it's fairly common throughout Stensia.
Yeah.
Fancy person house? Like-
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we see? Are there any symbols of the windmill anywhere?
Not discernible.
Okay.
And your fellow villagers have just left you to deal with this?
Yes.
So yeah, inside. Maybe you make us some tea. We go and meet your sister. We have some
So he
cookies.
knocks on the door and waits for a few minutes, and then there's a sound of a heavy bar being lifted out of place.
Wow.
And the door creaks slowly open. There's a striking-looking woman there. She looks a lot like this.
Ooh.
Says inspiring captain if you can't see it. Her brother actually looks a lot like this.
Ooh.
And together they look like this. She says, Ismark, I'm so glad you've made it back. And he laughs and holds her and says, I was just down the road. She says, I know. And I'm not going to continue talking to myself because that's annoying.
I find it kind of calming.
You do have a great voice for dialogue.
So Ismark leads you in, says you've already had your drink. Come sit by the fire. We can discuss the situation further without prying ears.
Yeah. So maybe you show us the
Let's just listen.
marks, the little the
Ixnay on
nibbles. You want to make sure that they match the right description, that they're not like, homemade. Some people just want attention.
A Sharpie. Little dots.
Yeah.
Please tell us what it is that has been ailing you.
Give me just a second, please. I need to make sure that I'm not leading you astray.
Very fair. But in the meantime,
Yes.
so I'm feeling a very bad feeling, just in general, around this. But I figure that if we do go ahead and escort her to the other place,
Yes.
Lamas,
Lamas, yes.
what if the bone grinder is on the way? We camp there. It's our windmill.
Right. You want to stay the night at something called Bone Grinder.
We spent the night in the murder house. I mean, really, our destinations for,
Yes.
very well named.
The church would probably welcome us with open arms to sleep the night there in a place where we would be safe.
But you see, we could do double duty. We would be resting, but also purging a place called Bone Grinder of
I
evil.
suggest open country.
That
We could find a defensible location
Bone Grinder. It's very
to
defensible.
watch Bone Grinder from,
No.
a distance.
Big stone windmill. Grinds bone.
Do we need to grind bones?
I don't know, maybe that's the way it works. You grind the bones, and that's how you get to stay there. Like, X number of bones per person.
How you get to stay there. You have earned the opportunity to stay there.
Okay, I have not been leading you astray. She reluctantly pulls down her collar and shows, it looks like she's been bitten twice. She says, I remember nothing except the hunger in his eyes. After his visits, the wolves and other creatures have attacked the house night after night. You probably saw signs outside. My father eventually wore out under the strain of the attacks and passed away 3 days ago.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. There will be time to grieve when we are out from under the assault.
Why would these things attack you?
I wish I knew. Since my father's death, the monsters outside have not returned. But I feel it is just a matter of time before Streffen visits me again.
Yeah, we should take you away
Claims
before
me
then.
as his own.
How long has it been since between the first and second visit, and between the second visit and now?
The first visit was, I don't know, a few weeks ago. Second was somewhere in between.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if there was
A pattern.
something like that.
Something, yeah.
Like if we only had a certain amount of time before he was going to come back. Otherwise, we could just leave right now. I mean, we've got...
I wish I could predict the number of days remaining to me.
yeah, it's pretty sad.
Perhaps
We will
the bitter
ensure
heart
that your
wit
life
could.
is not taken by the darkness.
Wait a second. She said which? We need to look for one of those. Bitter heart? Oh, you mean Madame Ava. Yeah, she's make the mean cup of tea.
Do you mean Madame Ava?
Yes.
What about her?
Oh, she's going to say maybe she
I
could be able
said
to tell her.
perhaps she would be able to foretell the number of days remaining to me.
Well,
I didn't seriously mean that you should consult her on my behalf or
that's
anything.
all right. We already did.
She's a nice lady.
Oh.
I mean, she's like
I mean,
hospitable. She laughed. Nobody laughed. She laughed.
How well do you know her?
Not well. I fear that she might be in league with the devil Streffen.
Yeah, it's complicated.
the fiend.
What would lead you to believe that?
I suppose nothing more than rumors and tales. It is often said that the bitter hearts do the fiend's work. Perhaps I've been wrong about her and them.
How does Rutger react to this?
No, well, yeah. He nods at the truth. I mean, yeah.
He doesn't seem very engaged from your perception.
Oh, yeah.
You're definitely in charge of what's going on.
I'll nod for him. Yeah, you know us. We're always up to no good. We're in league with the devil.
People say many things. A superstition is not an indictment. It's not a data point.
If you would like, I can say a blessing over the wounds that he left on your neck.
I would appreciate that.
It would be my pleasure and honor. Okay, so I do.
Okay. She flinches as if she experiences a bit of pain. They're probably tender. They look tender.
Mm.
I am a man of learning, many disciplines. If I could take a look at the wounds. Going to get out some plausible-looking magnifying e-glass type things, whatever. Gonna poke and prod and cast protection from evil and good.
All right.
Just kind of muttering to myself in a nameless tongue while I examine the wounds. It's a good trick.
Yeah. Just, it's sleight of hand, but sleight of like tongue. And
Sleight of spell.
spell.
Maybe coming behind us is better. She doesn't seem to notice anything strange, and nothing happens. She doesn't spin her head around or anything.
Well, they don't look infected.
No.
Not with anything earthly.
Right. Make me a wisdom medicine check.
Wisdom medicine don't actually have that. 12.
Yeah. I mean, the skin around. So it's puncture wounds. It's almost like she stuck a pin all the way through a fold of skin.
Okay.
Right over her vein,
Okay.
and the area around them is very red and inflamed.
Could get tetanus from that. That's no good. Or vampirism, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Ew. Okay. Do they look okay? Do they look not good? I don't know much about vampire bites.
We should take a sample.
No. That's weird.
Yeah. But so is everything else in this town.
The skin around the edges of the hole is a little black.
Okay.
It does not look good.
Okay. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. Yeah, maybe a little. You could.
Oh, you want me to whip something up? Yeah.
Maybe give her a
okay.
bit of a pick me up.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Not
Sure thing.
sure
Need a
what
few
it is,
minutes.
but-
I'll mix around with my alchemical supplies. It's 1 part healing potion, a lot of coffee and tea.
Ask her what effects has she been feeling other than potentially weaker as a result of the wound or whatever. Have you felt anything?
Very, very tired. Very strange dreams.
What kinds of things have you dreamt?
I do not wish to discuss it.
Oh, you can tell us. We're from the church.
Would you feel more comfortable writing it down?
If we put this puppet of a vampire.
I dream of his visits. I don't know how much his memory and how much is a construction of my imagination.
All right. Good. All right. So I'll put the poultice on the neck, you know, tie it in, not too tight.
Okay.
Not a good wound tourniquet.
Look, you know, I wasn't the healer. I was the assistant.
Right.
Used to creating wounds and, you know, replacing them with other things.
And on that note, we're going to take a break.
All right.
Yeah, break.
Okay.
All right.
Cool deal.
Are we broken?
Going on break over there?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Bring it back to the table. How's it going, guys? So you were watching. Well, why are we here? We are here for 24 hours for Raise Money for Innistrad Life, a great charity. Children's hospitals all across the land. During this break, I would like to do an interview. I want to sit down with one of our players and chat. So if any one of them would just come over on cue and sit next to me, that'd be great.
Hi, Matt.
And then we could type their name on the bottom. That'd be fantastic. So no, just take your time. It's fine. Anytime you want to come over, it's good. Kimberly!
Hey!
Kimberly Crinus, how are
What's
you? So please, wait, but before we get to Kimberly, I want to remind everyone out there that, of course, we're here to raise money. Lots and lots of money, and not like in a normal Wizards fashion. We're doing it for charity, for many, many kids. But we have so many gifts to give you, so many gifts. I want to tell you about all our gifts. We have so many things. This hour, so we're going to go from now, I'm going to check my phone real quick. It's like 10:45 my time. So we're going to go until about 11:50-ish. So we're going to say highest donation in that hour. We're going to try and keep you updated as we go, who's in the lead for a cool, large Eldritch Moon. I think it's vinyl. It's not paper. It's pretty high quality. A poster that is ominously appearing behind me. We'll get out of its way as best we can. Giant, Emrakul, Eldritch Moon poster. Highest donation from now until 11:50. That's about an hour. When you make your donation, now these are all at the main Wizard stream page, tinyurl.com/magicextralife. Not any of the individual players' pages. So if you're aiming for the poster as a gift, make sure you go to the main Wizards account and make your donation there. When you fill out the form, if you'd like us to autograph it, we're happy to do that. If you'd like us to wrap up one of the designers and ship him or her to your home, we could probably make that happen if the donation is large enough. Just, you know, there's a comment field. Tell us what you want. So high donation next hour gets this. I also have... What else do I have? I've got nothing. I've got nothing else.
One thing per hour.
One thing per hour. That's it.
We got necklaces.
I was just going to say, in addition to the Wizards stuff, all of our players, all of our volunteers have put out personal gifts, including Kimberly Crinus. At this time, please welcome my guest, Kimberly Crinus, creative designer
so welcome now.
for
Thank
Wizards
you.
of the Coast. Thank you for just showing up and joining me here at the table. How's it going?
It's going great.
Good. So first of all, tell us about who are you playing for and what is this beautiful necklace you're wearing?
So playing for Seattle Children's.
Okay.
And I think one of the things I wanted to say is how awesome it is that we all at Wizards, we were just talking about how, you know, everybody's here on the weekend and you all are watching us, and it speaks to how great the Magic community is. And it really makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside that everybody's out here doing great things and making a difference. So one of the things that I wanted to do to make it a little fun was make these magic necklaces. I did a couple last year. $25 donation on my page. Tell me the card you want. I'm wearing Dauntless Cathar.
Can you take that off for a second? We're going to get a better look at it. Because we're pretty far away from the camera. I'm going to see.
It's just a little magic card.
Okay, so it's a little...
Mini magic card.
Now, you should keep talking. Tell them about it. Now, you can request the card of your choice.
Yes,
is that correct?
Whoever's making the donation, request the card, or cards if you pay for more than one of your choice.
So I don't know. So
yes, this is Dauntless Cathar.
we're gonna get some focus on here.
Yes, which is the character which has inspired my character in our campaign, my Vadriana.
Hey, I'd like to thank our camera people here. They were not expecting this shot to come, and they're reacting quickly. I love it.
Why are you not liking me?
We like you plenty, Sean. Come on.
No, but this thing does.
So Sean's doing a great job. So imagine. So now.
Any magic card you want, your favorite card, your commander, the card that you first used, your very first deck, anything that means something to you. Happy to make a necklace
Okay, here, and there's like Mad Head for scale. So here's me. Hi, this is me. This is the card. It's super tiny. So you can get your hands on one of these. These are awesome.
Yeah, and plus you're helping the children, and that's what we're here for today.
So Kimberly, I'm going to take you. You've spent the entire morning in the darkness of Innistrad.
Yes.
A world of horror and death and decay and terror. Let's get out of that for a minute.
Yes.
For just a minute. Let us look at the bright, beautiful world of Kaladesh.
Kaladesh.
So, magic fiction
Yes.
and story has exploded over the last couple of years. It is way more popular than it ever has been. And it's due largely, in fact, to you and your team and the words you write. So tell us a bit about Kaladesh and what we can expect story-wise. You knew this question was coming, right?
So
I'm not just living here to kill time. I mean, come on.
Kaladesh, it's one of the worlds we have literally been the most excited. I mean, every world feels that way, though, right? Once you create it and you're ready to go, like, we're like, Kaladesh, it's bright, and we've been wanting to say this and experience Kaladesh with all of you for so long now. And we're so excited that people so far seem to be loving it as much as we do. And yeah, so the Gatewatch is here. This is Chandra's home plane. We have discovered that, oh my God, her mom, who she thought was dead, is actually alive, Pia.
And that's a big moment.
It's huge. There's going to be tears. There's going to be smiles. There's going to be cheers. There's going to be fights. There's going to be all of the exciting things that a good story should have.
And that's just at Pro Tour Kaladesh. So
Right, yeah.
we're looking forward to that.
Right,
And
yeah.
then the story,
And then
so
the
much
story.
more. So
Yeah.
Take me through what do you love about writing these stories? Now, these stories appear every week
Yes,
on our website,
they do.
and that series that has a title,
In Magic Story.
the Magic
Yes,
Story.
Yes.
And then there's the article has a title.
Yes,
Right?
every story that comes out has its own title.
No, I mean like collectively. Are we still using the Uncharted?
Well, it's Magic Story.
Oh, now it's just Magic Story.
Yes, and you can
Okay.
find your story spotlights on your cards, which have the
Oh,
URL at
that's
the bottom
interesting.
of the card.
So that's
for
a new
Magic
thing with
Story.
Kaladesh.
Yeah.
It's a new thing with Kaladesh.
It is. It's new and it's exciting, and it's a way to tie what your gameplay into the story.
Right. So there are 5 cards in the Kaladesh set that have story spotlight, and then
Yes.
1 out of 5, 2 out of 5, 3
And
out
they
of 5.
even have a watermark, the Planeswalker symbol.
So you can
So you
identify
can
them at a
identify
glance.
them, and then follow the URL and find your story spotlight, and then read all of this wonderful content that everyone's writing.
Craziness. So now I did this with Kelly. We've locked James Wyatt in a soundproof booth, and so he can't hear us at all. He can't see us. He's definitely not standing right there. How's the campaign going? How's he doing?
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's going
What are you thinking?
excellently. This is actually my first time really playing Dungeons and Dragons with this group. I mean, they are my first Dungeons and Dragons personal
Right.
experience, and it's been so much fun. And I've always been a Magic player, so I think this is a really cool way to segue into playing D&D. It's a world I know and characters that I love, and then now I've gotten to experience D&D. And who gets to say that James Wyatt leads your first D&D campaign? Like, I feel just ridiculous.
There's really
crazy.
nowhere to go from here.
Yeah.
So we're just going to have to keep James glued to his seat for the near future and just make sure
Yeah.
he just runs our campaigns. He's doing a really good job. You guys are doing awesome over there. We hope you guys are having fun watching it. Of course, we're here to raise money for Extra Life. We're here to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. The gifts I mentioned at the top of this interview, we've got that large Eldritch Moon Emrakul poster and lots of other cool stuff on our site, including some uncut sheets that I think are still there, other things. Check it out if you have freedom in your budget to give and give generously. We certainly appreciate it. If you don't, it's no problem. Get the word out. Send us a tweet. Send us a Facebook message. Send us a LinkedIn request. We don't have enough of those. We'd love to hear from you. And if you have requests for these nice folks playing on stream, of course, the more money you give, the more likely we are to make them do crazy things. Ari Levitch got a natural 20 just bestowed upon him from a mysterious Doug B. Whoever that was, we don't know. It could have been Doug Beyer.
who is
Awesome.
I don't even know his title. He's like
Senior creative designer.
master of all that is
He's
everything.
a pretty amazing
Yeah,
man.
so he's not here now. I don't know if he's going to be here later, but lots of Wizards folks are going to be here later. And we would love to give you gifts. So.
And I would like to thank my mom and dad for donating.
Yes.
And my mom, I will make you the necklace of Rashmi.
You can choose any card. You can choose a Kaladesh card. You can choose, like, how far back can we go?
Any card.
Just any card.
Any card.
If we've printed it,
I can make
it's
it
a go.
Yeah.
Like unglued,
Unglued.
we're good.
We're good.
Tokens,
Tokens.
tokens.
Any card.
Basic lands.
Basic lands.
Extended art basic lands, like from Zendikar.
Yes.
Kaladesh inventions.
Yes.
Just what else is there? What if I want like a BFM one? Can I donate double and get two that are next to each
if
other?
you would like that. Yeah.
That's right. What if I want like a cycle? What if I want like the Power 9? Can I give you like $200
Yes.
and get the Power 9?
Absolutely.
Okay, I got a bargain there because you said 25.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So yes,
Okay.
$200.
We're haggling, so
We're
it's
haggling,
good.
yeah.
For $200, you can choose 9 cards. We'll make it happen.
Yeah.
A gift to you, my
Bonus.
friends. So, Kimberly, thank you so much
Thank you, Matt.
for joining us. We're having a good time. The players are getting ready, so if you want to go join them and be ready for the final phase of your campaign, why don't we, if we can take a look at the schedule. If you guys are just tuning in, we have a schedule of events. We're here for 24 hours. We are coming up to the end of hour 3. So for the next hour, we're going to be finishing up the Plane Shift Innistrad D&D campaign hosted by Master DM James Wyatt. After that, we're going to check out some donations sealed. The players are here. They are building their deck. The booster packs they got, not only what set they're from, but the number of booster packs was guided by your donations. And it may not be too late to affect that. You go to the main page and read all about it, and maybe you can get them to open up some cool rares, because I believe the top donor for each of our players is going to have the sealed pool sent to them. So you can walk away with those cards after watching them do battle. So Marshall Sutcliffe will be here to do commentary along with little old me. After that, later on in the day, 4 o'clock Pacific, we've got Commander. That's going to be awesome. Community picked a constructed format for the 8 to 12 block. That's going to be Conspiracy and Conspiracy 2. We'll go on to Legendary Cube and finish it up with a Conspiracy Take the Crown draft. So we've got plenty of Magic action ahead of you. I'm going to glance over to our players and see if they are ready to go. I'm waiting. My producer. That's not a thumb, dude. Yeah, there we go. So we are ready for the final installment of our D&D campaign on Innistrad. Let's send it back to the table and James Wyatt.
Hi, I'm counting hexes on a map.
I love hexes.
Where I can't. So
As
I
you
keep
do.
wanting to look at the book and go like this, to make the map bigger.
One day.
Because I
One
can't
day.
see the axis very well. Okay, so we were in the mansion talking to Ireena. I'm not sure I ever told you her name.
No. Nope.
Well, we know now.
Ireena.
She's been blessed and prodded and
And given a potus.
yeah, it's mostly herbs.
And your plan at this point?
We sneak her out in the cover of night and try and get her to this other place.
Wait, we're hiding from vampires.
In the
right?
cover of night.
Right.
How about under cover of day?
Okay, that's fair too.
Yeah. Also, we should sleep.
Nah, I don't really,
Well, okay, we should sleep.
Yeah, Rod could get the cranky.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Sleep
Okay.
is good.
That's like a good. It's like a good horse. You have to take care of a horse or a wagon.
We really need to work on the whole feed bag situation.
Right.
Seems to be working out all right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and suggest that we stand watch because animals have been attacking,
That's
and
true.
the place is all boarded up, and there's those weird stains on the boards that don't look very natural.
Yeah.
So
So you can stand watch.
yeah, I mean I can.
Right,
Rock is
Rock
gonna
can,
need,
so-
but I can. Yeah, if I can raise the alarm, but that's about it. If
Right.
Rock is
I actually
breathing.
have the spell alarm.
Oh,
If we need that.
that's handy.
But this place seems pretty well fortified.
It does.
I also don't mind taking the first watch or whatever.
Good, we'll be buddies. Watch
Yeah.
buddies.
Watch.
If you want, I can just ride back seat in your head for a while.
Nope.
But that way everybody gets to sleep and I stand watch every time. An extra set of eyes.
My own 2 eyes are just fine. Thank you though.
Eagle eyes he's got.
Eagle
Right,
eyes.
we need to work on that, get you back to human. I imagine it was some sort of accident with a axe or a thaw of some sort in the eye region.
My eyes are like those of an eagle.
Makes a lot more sense now, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, metaphor.
So we'll rest here this evening. Okay.
In the fortified monster target house.
Yes.
Yes. Good. Okay.
Monsters haven't attacked in a while.
That's true.
Like
We
almost-
I
attacked a
shall
monster.
say
I mean,
multiple prayers and blessings before going to sleep tonight.
We definitely attacked a monster.
Became intimately involved in monster for a moment.
So, well, as we bed down for the night, I'd like to call out my familiar to stand watch on the roof and kind of fly around.
Wait. Is that France?
No. Franz is dead to me.
Okay. France was his ghost buddy.
Yeah, traitor ghost buddy.
Right, as soon as you were a ghost, he didn't want to hang out with you.
No,
again.
I mean, you experiment on one person, and all of a sudden they hold this eternal grudge.
You have a familiar? Or
Yeah. You know, gift from Abbathir. It's a
Yeah.
moon heron.
I'm glad
So
you found that
it's
so funny.
up on the roof.
Yeah, just keep watch. Not like very good because you're a heron, not an eagle, like some people. But you know,
You chose poorly.
Abbathir chose correctly.
Yes.
Okay. Magnus,
Yeah.
while you are watching in the still of the night,
Mhm.
it is very quiet. It is very dark. No moonlight or starlight can penetrate the boarded up windows and everything else. You hear a scratching sound at one of the windows. Just like that. Thank you.
Persistent.
It's slow but persistent.
All right.
Are we at ground level or are we like at a second story or something?
There is a second story. Would you rather be up there?
Wherever we were. I'm just curious where we were.
I just got a text from my daughter saying, "Speak up."
All right.
All right.
Did we make provision?
I'm sorry. Did you say you wanted to be on the second story or the first?
Wherever we were. I mean, wherever we have been. I was just curious where we were.
Closer to wherever the lady is.
You can choose. Her bedroom is upstairs.
Then there we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is at a second story window.
No, I don't like that. All right. Wake him up.
All right. Do I mean,
You hear the scratching at the window.
okay. That is good to know. We are in alignment.
Yes. Yes. Perceiving the same things and all. It's
And
nice.
then you hear a creak on a floorboard in the attic above you.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
When we hear the creak, the scratching stops.
Nope.
Okay. This is like the birds now. All of a sudden.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get her up and just kind of wake everybody up quietly.
Oh,
Are you here? Are you?
yeah.
Are you hearing?
I do hear this, yes.
Raka, let's go see what it is.
Is there
Sure.
any space between the boards?
No.
Okay.
Can I direct my moon heron to go and look and see what's outside?
Can you control it at a distance like that?
That's a good question. I should know.
I should too.
It's already dead.
It's already dead. Yeah. Familiar. Acts independently, has its own initiative. Within 100 feet of you, I can communicate with it telepathically, and I can see through its eyes.
Oh. Well, that's handy.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. Okay, so you take an action to transfer your senses into your moon heron's eyes.
Sight within sight.
And it flies down from the roof to outside the window. You see scratch marks in the board, long, 6 of them in parallel lines.
So I always scratch like this.
And nothing else, but you still hear the sound inside.
So out loud I'll say, it's like that hangman Newth, where with the body, without the body. It's like that. There's nothing out there but the sound.
Right.
I mean, so says my moon heron.
Okay. Gonna wake up the siblings. Where's the entrance to the attic?
It's in the room where you work.
Okay. My operating theory is that that's a distraction and the real attack is coming from the attic.
We heard that attack too.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're not trying to be exceptionally quiet.
No.
Or that thing is invisible.
That's also
And there's
possible.
actually something there.
Right.
Yes.
We should definitely check on, yes.
I'm going to check up in the attic real quick. I'm not going to bring a light.
I'm going to go to
Ireena?
Ireena's
who
room.
can see in the dark?
I can't.
Oh, right.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Total, not
Just a little bit.
total.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna creep up into the attic with my dark seeing on.
I'm going to cover the entrance to the attic with my crossbow.
I'm going to head to Ireena's room.
Okay. Ireena is sitting in bed with her legs pulled up tight against her chest and a blanket wrapped around her shoulders, her face pale and her eyes wide.
Okay.
But she does not react to your entering the room. The attic is cluttered with old boxes, a chest, so a piece of furniture which you wonder how the heck they got up there. Close cooperation in moving couches together. But you don't see anything living or undead.
Do I hear anything?
No.
All right. I will head back downstairs.
Is there any way to unlock this thing? I assume it's a trap door. Is there?
Yeah, it has a latch. It does not look very. Does not look very secure.
I just got inspiration from Kat Schaefer.
You feel inspired.
Never
so now you have
felt so
a
inspired.
natural 20 and inspiration.
All right.
You better do something awesome.
I think honestly the rest of you need to step up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I know.
Right?
I feel this like inner strength building in me here.
Yeah.
So.
I feel despair and worry.
I feel inner light.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
With this
okay.
kind of new sense, I'm sitting here, my crossbow trained on the entrance, and I have this urge now to go up there and explore. So I'm going to kind of bull past you on the ladder and clamber up there.
Be my guest.
This time with my lantern.
You know how always the bad things appear to you, not necessarily everybody else?
I'm still here.
Yeah.
Where are you?
I'm
Snap.
I'm using my sight within sight, so I
Yeah.
have no idea what's going on.
Actually, you want to come with me?
Yeah, but you have to lead me because I can't really see out of these eyes for a moment. I only can see through the other eyes. Maybe Rocket can see. He should be able to walk.
Complicated.
There's 3 different.
You have too many eyes. You just have too many eyes.
With Innistrad, I mean, common
It's
problem.
a thing that happens. Got
So I
hold
climb-
jars of them,
Yeah,
I
but
climb
yeah,
this- oh, sorry.
go ahead and bring me up with you.
please.
Climb the stairs. I have lantern and crossbow
And Raka.
and rock guy.
Okay. So this is one of those cases where I'm just trying to mess with you, but now somebody has given Ari both a critical hit and inspiration, and it needs to be a real thing.
So what's up there, James?
I don't want to use.
decide.
I don't want to use this natural 20 on a saving throw.
Are you sure?
So
Yeah, maybe I do.
there's always those the creepy puppet from the art book. There's a toy. It's in the attic.
I don't want it to be creepy puppets. That's creepy.
Creepy doll. Oh, that's really fun.
With the picture, they've cut their own strings.
I don't like any of that.
No. So you go up, you step on a floorboard, and suddenly the air is full of horrible chittering, squeaking sounds. And rats come up from under that floorboard and start to swarm all over you. Roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
Aw.
Rats.
No, I have to.
I also put 15. Maybe.
Adriana, what did you get?
13.
Ah,
Initiative against rats. This is what it's come to.
Magnus,
Also 13, my dex bonus is higher.
which of you would like to go first?
I'll let her go first.
Why are you
Daniel?
16.
Sergey?
Take away the teen. I just got the 6.
Rats? All right, once again, Daniel, you get to spring into action before the rats can really do anything.
So I have a question. I have a favorite enemy against lycanthropes and beasts.
Bingo.
These count as
These are
beasts. Wonderful.
Like you just punch bears? Like that's your thing? 'Cause like
I'm
mundane
testing.
animals?
You know, you have to
Okay,
you have to
right,
deal
okay.
with.
Mhm.
Wow.
Right, wolves and werewolves.
Right.
Okay.
A strong beast punching
Yeah.
theme.
Yeah.
All right.
Punching specifically, yeah.
So you said they're swarming over me. Am I presently covered in rats?
They
or are they around
occupy
my
your
feet?
space.
Right.
Yeah, they're pretty much all around and over you.
Okay. And how far into the attic did I make it? Like how close am I to the entrance?
Entryway, you're
Yeah.
only about 6 feet away.
Okay. What is the correct thing to do here? Well, the ones immediately in my vicinity, I'm going to kick out of the way and try to scoot back to the entryway.
Okay. Sure, you can do that.
Okay. And let's do that. So that is just a strength attack. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, natural 1.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Natural
Yeah,
one.
you get rapid.
You don't think you're having much effect on the rats, but you can move.
Okay. I am going to pull out my shovel instead of my crossbow because it has a flat head, and get ready
Bludgeoning
for.
damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's get ready for the next round.
Right tool. Right
Yep.
job.
Yeah.
Okay. Adriana,
Do these rats just look like normal rats? They don't.
you don't know, you're in Ireena's room.
Oh, yes. So
Do you
I'm
yell
gonna
out? Are you yelling?
call her name.
I probably should be yelling out. I don't even know what's happening right now.
Sorry, what?
Okay, so
How do you
do I hear? I hear him
You
yell.
didn't see anything.
All right,
It's
sit
just a
tight.
rat.
I will be right back. She responded all.
No.
Okay. May I have some bless you? And I'll run out towards the attic.
Okay.
Do I don't.
It's not very far.
Okay.
Within a house, so you can make it there and still act.
Okay. Do the rats look normal? Rat.
They're like this big.
Okay.
They're like subway rats, not
Mm.
not pet rats.
Yeah.
They look mangy and disgusting, and they're loud and terrifying. And there's like hundreds of them, but otherwise they look normal.
All right. I think I'm just going to do a warding flare and try to make them.
to you in a minute.
Okay.
Let's time out for that.
Couldn't read what it was.
Just try to scare
No idea
them
what's about to
back.
happen.
Warding flare. Remember, that's the thing that will protect you from attack. As a reaction.
Oh, that's not what I. Sorry, I must have seen the wrong thing. How about, is Sacred Flame the one I'm thinking of? I want to do that. Cast that light that sort of just spreads out.
The channel divinity one. That
Sure.
does damage to everybody.
Yeah, I guess I could just try to kill them all if they're. Yeah, let's do it.
What am I even looking for?
The power of Avacyn to slaughter a bunch of rats.
Okay, so they have to make some Constitution saving throws.
My spells are not good against swarms. I can make one rat very frightened of me.
No. I think I'm going to do the nighttime for the rat.
You give me a scroll.
Yeah. You can do
I
it too.
present my
if I
holy
mess up.
symbol.
I give you at the level
Okay,
2.
so light streams out from Adriana,
Oh.
7.
filling the room and the attic. Roll the damage for me, please.
Okay. So I get creature 2, 10. Oh, 18 plus my level is 3. 21.
Okay.
Did you fail or succeed? The saving throw.
About half and half.
Okay.
21, you said.
Yes.
You have roughly halved the number of rats.
Okay.
Well done.
Thank you, Avacyn.
Yes.
Yeah, she's all right. I'm coming around. You might get me into a church yet.
Magnus.
Yeah. I hear the commotion. I will sigh and go back upstairs to the attic. I have a scroll. I'm going to cast a spell off of this scroll. It is sleep.
Okay. You're going to be making more saving throws.
I need to roll 5d8.
7.
7d8. Oh, roll an addition. Okay, well, all right. I'll roll this.
Do you need more d8s?
Yeah.
You got it.
They're not making
Two
saving
more?
throws. They're just falling asleep.
They're just falling asleep. Sleepy time rats. 28 hit points worth of rats.
Sleep.
Pretty good. Yep.
That's
Okay.
a good scroll. You are great. You are great to have around.
Not on my own, because the death and all, but other people.
But
maybe.
with the gifting.
Yeah.
Avacyn says, give to others.
You elevate the party. Yeah.
Sometimes physically.
Yeah.
All right. Most of the rats have fallen asleep. There's little rat. I mean, there's the singed and seared rat bodies, and then there's the gently snoring little rat bodies.
I'm sure it's going to go fine for the gently snoring. It's going to be fine.
One at a time with a shovel.
Should be easy.
Sergey,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Oh, well, I need to actually bring my sight back into this body.
Does that require an action?
I don't think so. It is.
That was 10 XP each.
So, basic commands.
How that works.
Oh, it ends at the
Final
start
Fantasy
of your turn.
grinding.
All right, so I'm back. I'm back in this body. I'm like, hey, how's it go? Oh, there's rats everywhere. I'm not very good with this, but I see some of them are sleeping. Yeah. Do we want to do that again? Get the rest of them?
Hey, yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Are they still swarming at this point?
There are too few of them to swarm
Okay.
at this point.
Just kind
Oh,
of.
okay. So maybe we just.
We
We just hit them.
could probably just back out of here.
Or just
Oh.
leave and close
Yeah.
the
Okay.
attic.
At this point, we'll leave the attic and we'll go back downstairs and say, all right, I'll check on
And we make sure we seal the attic.
Ireena? Yeah.
Okay, so Daniel, there's a problem. Thanks to that generous donation, you know who you are, you retain your racial traits and class features, but you don't recognize anybody else in this house or remember anything that has happened.
It's the shock of being attacked by rats.
Yeah. All right, so I'm up in this attic,
You're up in this
surrounded by
attic,
dead and
surrounded by-
sleeping rats.
And people you don't know. And you have no idea how you got there.
All right. I guess my first reaction is to be, what is even happening yet again?
I'm very happy that somebody gave a donation to offset the two enormous benefits that you haven't even had a chance to use.
Yeah, I'm less happy.
Oh. I have inspiration. Thank you, Carrie Barquette. I'm just surveying our weird little scene here. Wow, would you look at that? Sleepy rats.
Yeah, well, not that hard. Well, I'm not even there, so what do you want?
You left.
Yeah, I went down to check on Ireena.
Well
So
done, well done, Daniel.
I'm like looking around, seeing the boarded up windows, and seeing this creepy place, and all of these dead and sleeping rats. Panic is going to start to set in a little bit
Yeah,
here.
I would imagine so.
I am going to kind of recklessly climb down these stairs and try to search for a way out of here as quickly as I can.
Don't
What
do
is
that.
he doing?
I don't know, he must be really frightened of rats.
Daniel?
I'm going to look up behind me as you're calling for Nathaniel. Who are you people? How did I get here? What is even happening?
I'm concerned that there's darkness involved.
It's the curse of Streffen, yeah.
Oh boy. All right.
By the power of Addison.
Does that actually do anything?
What, did you see the rats?
I did, yes, I did.
All right, I'm going to kick open the front door and
Bad idea, guy.
Just run
Oh
out.
god, I'm gonna run after him because he can't be running out into the.
Oh boy.
Kimberly, in addition to holding up your holy symbol
Yes.
and saying by the power of Addison,
Yeah.
did you want to cast a spell or anything?
Yeah,
That might help
absolutely,
this
I do.
situation?
I would love to cast a spell here. Let's see. I can hold him.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Keep him here.
Now, is this like a gentle hold?
It's a warm embrace.
If he gets away, I can chase him.
Also, if you hold him in place long enough, I can put the manacles on him.
No, this is good. I think this is going to actually work out well for hold person. 60 feet concentration. I choose Daniel.
do I see her directing something at me as I'm running out?
Your back is to her.
Okay.
Okay, so I cast hold person.
So you're making a saving throw. You want to use your 20?
I do.
Oh!
Daniel.
Okay, you succeed.
Thank you, Doug B. Do I feel the magic kind of on me and then I kind of shirk it, or?
It barely registers in your panicked
Okay.
state, and you shrug it off so easily. But it's one more bad thing going on.
Okay.
All right, I resort to physically chasing him. I can run pretty fast.
Okay.
So can I.
What
With my base speed 40.
You're a Kessinger. Yeah.
What are you two
Oh.
doing?
I have speed 40 as well.
Oh, all right.
The race is on, my friend.
Foot race.
So, are you out the front door at this point?
Have I managed to kick it
Or
open?
is he there down there at the front door?
Is there anything you two were doing to stop him before he got?
I'll cast sleep again. I'm not proud.
Ah,
This time focused on him.
So the way sleep works, that's not going to work.
It
How many
will.
points do you have, Eric?
how many hit points?
Yeah.
25.
It's going to put me to sleep before it puts him to sleep.
Oh. Not if,
just
not if I
saying.
get close to him because it's only 20 feet.
It's only 20 feet. All right, good luck. I wish you luck.
What's
20 feet of a point you choose within range. So
Yeah.
Oh, you can.
It's within 90, right? Something like that.
I just don't want to go to sleep.
I don't think you should.
I don't think I should either.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be okay, buddy. We're gonna get through this.
What is the save I need to make? Save again?
There's no save.
Oh, that's right, no save.
Just if I roll above 25, you're
right.
going
You can
down.
roll above 25 on 78, so the odds are with you.
Maybe
Don't
I'll
say
be
that.
in
Don't
your
say
favor.
that.
They are.
What do you got? What do you got?
15, 21,
Uh-huh.
25, 26.
Oh!
Sliding into the door, head first.
I'll follow that up with the manacle on the legs.
Okay.
And I am a heap on the ground.
You are asleep for about a minute.
Okay.
All right, so
Make sure that the door to the attic is locked, so that.
somebody should check on our
Ireena?
Ireena.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting her name.
It's gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go. You go check on her. I want to go check on her. You go check on
I will go check on her because it is the correct thing to do, not
That's
because you told me to
her.
go check on
See?
her.
That's why I told you to.
All right, I go check on her. Is she
Okay,
still
she hasn't moved.
okay? I'm gonna go closer this time.
Okay.
I'm going to try to shake her a little bit gently, calling her name. Ireena, Ireena. Okay, she can hear me.
But then she seems to shake out of it and say, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
What happened?
I don't know.
Were you having a dream?
I don't know. You.
Okay, why don't you lie down?
Okay. She does.
Okay.
And she closes her eyes and she seems asleep.
Oh, well, that's good.
You need to remember that you can do that, yeah, with the suggestion. Sleep.
That's what I'm about to do. I'm gonna now that she's lying down, I'm going to pull her hair back and on both sides.
What about the bandage?
Yeah.
That's I gotta put there. I'm pulling that away too.
Yeah, there's just a bandage still. And what about the other side?
No new wounds.
Okay. Okay.
That's good.
You
You have to be quick.
I will
You
say a
know.
prayer over
They are
her.
quick.
Archfiend.
Yeah.
I think she's sitting tight for now.
We really need to deal with this guy.
Yeah, I come back up.
Ismark rushes in to her room and says, "I heard her scream. What's wrong?"
She's appeared to be scared, but now she's sleeping soundly.
Did you know you have rats in your attic?
What?
Lots of little furry ones that are sleeping, but also on fire. Ones. Not the same ones that are sleeping.
It is possible that there are some evil forces at work this evening. We are attempting to root them out.
Vampires sometimes control small animals,
Oh, yeah?
force them to swarm.
Ah,
And something happened to our friend. He suddenly panicked, asked who we were, ran away. We've got him
he is
sleeping.
now sleeping, briefly, napping.
We need to get out of here as soon as possible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see?
I
Yeah.
agree. What are we going to do about him?
Well, we tie him up, put in the wagon. We have a wagon, right?
That's a fine short-term solution. Is it?
Yeah, short term. I mean,
I believe we should attempt to talk to him.
Is it going to wear off?
I don't know.
Have any of you ever encountered anything like this?
Yeah, but not outside of the laboratory.
Sure. All right. I don't.
Controlled environment.
Yeah, mostly you have the brain open and you're taking chunks away.
Oh.
Eventually
that
they're
can
like,
cause
who
this.
are you? Who am I?
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
We thought, yes, we're not going to go down that road.
Well, I wonder
If you put it back, that doesn't help.
Oh.
It's still like the who are you? Yeah.
All right. So
Why is
adjustments.
this happening to me?
Adjustments to his brain. Not.
It's possible that there might be some magic that could restore his mind.
I'll protection from evil and good him. That's my thing.
Okay.
I have a
It's not gonna
prayer
do
of
anything,
healing.
no.
That's first hit.
I'll just do it.
I could try and summon a geist inside him to try and force whatever the bad thing is out.
You could try to go in and possess
Oh, that's a
him.
good point.
Oh,
You could
yeah.
try to reason
Well,
with him.
oh, actually, I got another potion that I want to try.
When he wakes up in manacles with a geist inside him, he is going to.
No, I've got another potion. It's a potion of mind reading.
it's probably good that I didn't have my mic on when I screamed, but I've been sitting here since the break without my mic on.
Oh no.
Oh, now she's like, I can't hear you. Sorry, everybody. Can you hear me now?
So yeah, I could possess them, or I have the potion of mind reading.
Potion of, what does that even mean?
Well, you know, you drink it and you kind of do this little.
Am I still
Really?
sleeping?
It's probably been a minute. I think you're awake now.
Why am I bound? Where am I?
It's okay, buddy. We got you.
Who are you?
We're your friend.
Your name is Thaniel. You're a ranger of Kessig. You've come here to investigate Stefan Maurer. We've been your companions in this investigation, but something has happened to your memory.
You really like my whistling. Your favorite thing.
Whistle for me now.
You got it.
Does that jog any memories? All right.
But it doesn't jog any memories.
Okay.
You just dislike it. Still.
It's a good time. Just
All right.
like old times together
As they're
again.
talking, I'm actually going to try to break these manacles.
Yeah. You be
Make
real
me
careful
a
which potion you give him,
strength
by the way.
Yeah, right? Yeah, not the big one.
Not with the growing.
It's a
with
DC
the-
20.
You've got one of those already.
All right, go for it.
Strength check.
Probably doesn't remember.
Probably doesn't.
Here we go. Nope, 15.
No luck.
All right.
So,
This time.
well, go ahead. So maybe
So if you're my buddies, why am I bound?
you went crazy.
Something happened to your mind. You tried to flee. We
It's
were
not
under attack by
safe right
rats. Are you scared of rats? Some people are afraid of rats. It's a very common problem.
This story sounds made up to me.
Well, yes, that is the problem. It does sound made up, but it's quite real. I can show you the rats. You want to see the rats? They're probably awake again by now. Maybe we
Probably
shouldn't
best
go
not
up
to
there.
open the attic.
Yeah, we shouldn't go up there. Never mind.
Maybe they'll eat the burnt ones like a barbecue, like a mini cannibal barbecue.
Oh goodness.
It'll keep them occupied for some time.
Anyway,
What is the last thing you remember?
that's a great question.
What is the last thing I remember?
It is also the first thing you remember, which is being covered in rats.
It's the only thing he
So that's all I have.
Yep.
Oh, that is an awful sensation then. All I see are rats, endless rats.
Yes. So something has definitely happened to your mind. You can take heart in the fact that you are with us and we are with Avison.
Don't quite feel heartened by that.
Because you don't quite know what
I
happens.
don't know what all of these words are saying to me are. I mean, I understand the language, but none of these names.
Not even Avison?
Correct.
It's not a bad thing. We can really work with this. Blank slate.
What is the current plan? What are you going to do with me?
Well, you're going to stick with us.
Yes, we would like you to stay with us. You're a valuable part of our operation here. But we're going to try to restore your memory.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how.
I think I should go in there, mess around a little bit. See if I can't jar something loose.
Yeah.
We really need to work on your bedside manner.
Ah.
Mess around a little bit, it's not comforting. I know you're used to dealing with corpses or people with the brains out, but
Yeah.
yeah, not
Usually they're bound, so this feels right at home.
right.
This is going to be a good time. So just, oh wait, he's got the other manacles in his pack. We should just go ahead and get the rest of them bound together, just in case it hurts or he tries to run.
As he comes close to me, are you coming close to me?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
I am frail magic man. I'm going to let somebody a little bit
Kimberly.
beefier.
You're fairly certain there must be some ward or
Yeah, I was-
restoration you can place upon him that would help. And you can prepare new spells
Okay.
with the new day.
Okay. I'll check.
I could try to scare him more.
Yeah. You know,
Wait, what's manacled? My hands?
On leg.
Okay, so my hands are free. Oh man.
Oh.
Aw.
20 minutes left.
All right, we need to get him to a whatever you take a person in this condition to. What do we take a person in this condition to?
Well,
To me, actually. Like if you're this problem.
There's a
usually-
madhouse in Kresk.
Yeah. Actually, do I know that guy? The guy who runs the madhouse?
No.
Oh,
It's actually
Abyssinian?
Abbey.
No,
Yeah.
that's not. No, you
All
want
right.
the asylum, not the madhouse.
All right. He, despite his manner, he may be able to help you.
It's gonna be okay.
You may feel strange.
That's just the healing process kicking in.
Yes.
I'll give him the winning smile.
Does Rock have a good smile?
No.
Oh.
Bad teeth.
Yeah. Well, do what you have to do.
Well, that's great. I've been wanting to try this for a while, I'm not gonna lie, guys, but you really do need to hold him down.
Okay. My strength is 8.
He's got the extra here.
all
Push in his
right.
backpack.
All
Yeah,
right.
leave the manacles.
All right. Manacle your hands as well.
All right, it's gonna be a good time.
All right.
Okay, just gonna put this here, and just one hand on the skull. Trust me.
So I can do a lot of physical healing.
Here, I'll help you
That's
out.
not-
There we
no,
go.
That's going to really
Just
help. in
bound to
case.
this.
The lesser restoration spell might be effective.
Okay, let's try that one. Before all of this happens,
come
I would like
on.
to step in.
It's like ready to go.
Right, and that would be fine, but it seems like there could be a lot of issues you might encounter here. So for the time being, I'm just going to try something a little less invasive.
Maybe I open the door and you shove the healing in.
Okay, so I'm going to cast
Mentally speaking.
just no.
I would prefer a more delicate
So-
approach, but
You know your name.
do I know my name? I don't. No, I don't. I didn't know my name.
You don't know your name.
I do not know my
You
name.
have been told it since.
Okay.
Yeah, you said that I am Thaniel.
Yes.
No,
If
you
I were
do
to
know
take you
your
at your
name.
word.
You
I
know
am
who you are.
Okay. I am Thaniel. That's it.
All right, I'll try the lesser
Okay.
restoration.
Did you already have it prepared?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Just takes a couple of minutes to get
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So you need to make sure that they will hold off. for
Yes,
2
please
minutes.
wait for just a moment.
I'm interested to see if this will work, honestly.
I suppose.
Thank you. Okay. All right, so I lay my hand on his arm and cast the spell.
Your memories come flooding back to you. It's momentarily overwhelming, and the terrifying ones come back first.
Okay. Do I have memory? Do I still have memories of things that have happened since I lost my memory? Do I remember like them doing all of this stuff, or do I?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably in
Alright.
the middle rank as far as terrifying.
All right. So I will kind of sit up, start, and explain that all my memories have returned. I would like to not be bound anymore, but we should probably get out of here.
Can I ask you a couple quick questions about the murder house? Confirm the whole memories back thing, but yeah, once it's clear that you're back.
Ask
Well
away.
done. I'm surprised that worked.
Thank you. I assure you that Addison and I will constantly surprise you if you do not believe.
Wow.
Yeah, usually it's the non-believers that get surprised.
Correct.
I love surprises.
So, Dawn.
Done.
We should probably get in that carriage that you have so very closely with the horses, and we just ride
With the leaving and the getting out of here, this place is no good. No good at all.
to the
It is
Bone
really no
Grinder.
good.
Our way stop between here and.
How is
Leisner.
Ireena doing?
She is very tired. Doesn't look like she slept
Mama.
very much. Did I mention a carriage?
No.
No.
I
You
just-
made that up.
I just
You're messing with
assumed.
me.
I assumed that since they were so well-to-do.
I mess with you.
Ah.
I totally believe you that you mentioned a carriage. It's just like, oh yeah, they're well-to-do people. They totally have a carriage.
Yeah, it's probably in disrepair. The velvet probably just a little bit running. Stains.
It'd be great except for the broken axle.
Oh, good thing I have that mend spell.
Dude. All right. Can you mend a dead horse?
Oh.
No. We take turns
That's
with
the dead horse.
Wait a second.
We
Is the
give him
body
giant
okay? Because I
potion.
might be able to.
We give him the giant potion, and then
He pulls the.
Or you possess the horse.
That was the other option. Yeah. If it's an intact corpse, I might be able to, kickstart it.
There is no intact horse corpse. There is a living horse.
Okay.
If you can mend the axle, I will let you ride in a carriage
Let me see.
in
I still
stately
want to
splendor.
see if this works.
I do like having you around. I really do.
I mean, I didn't take any attack spells, so.
I'm going to talk to the siblings and see if they know anything about these claw marks. Is that
Have they seen that
creepy
before?
stuff? Have they seen any six-clawed invisible cats hanging around? Whatever.
No,
Okay.
Do I recognize them at all as a ranger?
it is definitely not anything natural.
Okay.
Okay. So, mending, it's a transmutation cantrip. Repairs a single break or tear in an object I touch, such as chain link, 2 halves of broken key, torn clack, or leaking wineskin, as long as the break or tear is no larger than 1 foot in any dimension.
The break or tear is no larger, so it doesn't matter how big
It
the
doesn't,
thing is.
as long as the actual, but yeah.
Yeah, you can mend the axle.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
all day.
Wow.
This one isn't even a prepared spell. It's just
Now I want to play Oregon Trail, but you get to bring a wizard.
I really think this is the way to go. A wizard, a
Your
cleric.
horse dies, so
And
you
a
reanimate it.
Cleric
you're-
for the dysentery.
Right, right. Your
No,
axle
you
breaks.
don't even need to reanimate the horse. You just make the settler big, and
You
he
make
pulls.
the settler big and he pulls. Oh man, D&D Oregon Trail. I really want to play that.
Yeah.
Somebody's now working on that.
Next, next. Next
I'm trying to
campaign.
figure out the best point at which to bring this to a close. Oh, I know.
Uh-oh.
So, you mend the axle. Woo! You
I didn't think this was ever going to be useful.
harness up the horse.
I'm less good at that, actually.
You pile into the carriage. And as you're loading up, you hear the sound of small wooden wheels rolling across damp cobbles. And up the street, in the direction you're going, you see a hunched figure bundled in rags pushing a rickety wooden cart through the fog.
Ah.
Anything in the cart?
Not that you can see at this distance.
In my extensive experience with the, reclaiming lost body parts, does this look like the kind of Igor grave robber type guy with the bundle of body parts in the wheelbarrow?
It's not a wheelbarrow, but for all you know, it could be.
Oh, yeah.
The figure stops the cart and shuffles up to the door of one of the houses and knocks.
Is it the sad house?
No.
Not the Thabi house? Okay.
Just keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, here. Don't let anything happen to my body, the new one. I'll send the moon heron over there and listen through its ears
You're sending the moon heron
to perch on the.
Well, nobody answers that door.
Oh, okay. I'll have it follow the guy. Moon heron.
Be careful where you point that thing. People are going to take it as a sign.
Miracles!
Right? This house is
The
blessed.
figure crosses the street, goes and knocks on the door of another house. At which point, the door swings open. Are the rest of you just hanging back with the carriage, or are you starting down the road?
Hanging back with the carriage. I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to leave Ireena unprotected.
Moment.
Yeah, so moon heron, it's a common thing.
Right. I mean, herons are. How moony is it? Is it
Pretty moony.
pretty moony? All right.
Maybe they're a pest here. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we put up things so the moon heron can't land.
They boarded up the windows.
Yeah.
Right. Ugh.
Hey, players.
Hi, Matt.
How you guys doing? Sorry to interrupt. There's about 10 minutes left in your game, and I just wanted to ask, do you need a Demogorgon?
No, thank you.
Okay, I've read that those are useful in these games, and I just wanted to offer my services. So, okay, I'll go and enjoy your last 10-ish minutes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, 10. Okay, so the door opens. There's a woman there, and the rag-wrapped figure says, "Dream pastry, dear."
Yeah.
So you're eavesdropping on this through the heron.
Mm-hmm. As one does.
Yes. The woman says, "Yes, yes. No, I cannot pay." "Well, you know what I will take instead?" "Yes." The woman disappears inside the house.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Hi. I'd love to buy a dream pastry.
Wait, are you inside now?
What? She's at the door, right?
Oh.
Yes.
Or could I hear this, or could only hear this?
I assume that he's reporting back to you, but you would need to cover the distance.
Okay.
And as you are covering the distance, the woman reappears in the doorway with a 7-year-old boy. Just let slip how old he is. He looks roughly 7.
Okay.
Moon Heron, very good judge of age.
Yes. And the woman says, "Here." And the other figure says, "Very good, dearie, very good. Here's your pastry." A man then appears behind the woman in the doorway and says, "No, you can't take him." At which point the woman turns around and starts arguing. The rag-wrapped figure is standing there very patiently holding out a pastry. What are you all doing?
Moon Heron, sweep in, grab pastry.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, that's the only answer.
Yeah, moot point at that right there. I mean, no pastry, no kid, right? I wonder what Moon Herons dream of.
I don't know. Is it going to eat the pastry?
I don't know. I'm not totally in control of the thing.
Well, I wanted a dream pastry, but I cannot afford it if that is the going rate. Maybe she was going to make change?
Possibly.
Like give her back a 4-year-old or something?
Yeah.
Do you have your Moon Heron statistics? You probably don't because I never gave them to you.
No, but I can bring up the similar beast statistics.
Yeah, call it a raven.
Got it.
All right, the rag-wrapped figure swipes at the heron when it grabs the pastry from her hand and rolls a 1.
Aha!
The woman and the man retreat into the house, arguing loudly with each other. The boy stands stock still and drooling on the front step. And the rag-clad woman wheels on you all. I guess down the street.
Is somebody leading me because I really can't see?
I'll bring you
doing
in.
the heron thing.
I'll bring you in. Pardon me, state my curiosity.
"If you wanted a pastry, you only had to ask. But that will be 1 piece of gold, if you please."
Well, that's cheap.
I actually don't have any gold.
I did not record any money when all this
I
started.
have
Copper and silver.
10 gold.
Is it weird that the
wow.
cleric
Yeah.
is the one that has all the money?
No, that's not weird at all.
No.
State my curiosity, what is a dream pastry?
Oh, it's a tasty, tasty treat.
Oh,
It will
wonderful.
relieve your mind from the worries of this world.
Not gonna lie, that sends some alarm bells tingling, but at the same time, there's another part that's like, yes, more pastry.
Did you sneak a midnight snack when we were in the house?
I don't recall.
All right. All right. Can we buy some pastries?
I will give you 1 gold.
All right, I'll buy a pastry.
Oh, there's still the matter of payment for the one the bird stole.
Yeah, okay, that sounds fair. Somebody, is this the gold? Is this the gold?
No, that's a mouse bone. No,
One of these coins is a gold piece.
Gold piece.
Very good. And she pulls out another pastry and gives it to you.
I'll hand it to you.
Very well. Enjoy your stay in Shadow Grange. And she begins to toddle off.
But you're not taking the child, then,
No.
right? All right.
Hey there, little buddy. How's it going?
What with the two adults?
Fine.
Are they?
They're still fighting.
So I will give the woman the pastry that the bird took and the child back and be like, no, wait a sec. This is probably a bad idea because this
Yeah.
is just more enabling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We don't know anything about these
The
things.
pastry.
I'm fascinated.
Right, that's why I'm saying let it happen to somebody else first, and then we see.
We're going to ask the parents about these things.
I'll hold on to the kid for right now,
they-
but not in a creepy way.
Are they listening to us at all?
The woman turns around, glares at you all, grabs the child and pulls him inside, and slams the door in your faces unless you're going to stop.
Yeah, foot in the door. Painfully.
Foot in the door.
Get out!
It's Rothka's foot, so I really don't care as much.
Excuse me. Why did you want to buy a pastry? What are they? It seemed to be worth a great deal to you.
They're tasty treats, and you're not welcome here. Go! Go! Get out of my house!
Do you want one?
Yes!
I feel like there is no downside to giving her one of these.
Okay, I'll give her one.
Snatches it and tries again to push the door closed.
It's really painful, but it stays open.
What does the husband do? Or the man?
He has taken the child away into a back part of the house.
Good dad. So, are you going to eat it? Or are you just going to stand there with the door
Get
open?
out of my house!
No, we're not in. We're on the outside, looking in.
Get your foot out of my house!
Can't help that. It's not my foot.
What are you talking about? It's attached to your leg.
It's not my leg. It's not my body. I'm just here for right now.
Get out!
I would if I could.
Get out! She starts banging the door against your foot. It's
Eventually,
her
right
idea.
there.
I'm going to pull him out.
She slams the door shut, and that's where we're stopping.
We still have one though, so we can try it.
Yeah, we really
Yeah.
can.
There you go.
That was the whole.
Yeah,
We can study on it.
Yeah,
So
good.
we have manacles, and
Yeah.
then you try it, and you'll be safe.
I'm not going to try.
We already know the manacles fit you.
And we'll pick up again on Wednesday.
Wednesday!
Folks, thanks for watching
everybody
this little
so much.
view into our campaign.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and thank you for all your donations. It's
Yes.
been awesome. And I don't know if they're taking us off camera or what. Are we off camera?
Nope, not yet.
No, we're still.
We can still chat.
Hilarious.
Stay tuned. There's going to be.
Yeah, everybody go ahead and give your sign-offs over there.
Right. Well, so I'm James Wyatt. Thanks for watching, and
And keep watching. Keep donating.
yeah, keep going on to other
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, there are approximately 20 more hours of stream still to come.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
gonna be awesome.
Donate to Extra Life. Goes
Make a
to
difference.
Seattle Children's and a lot of other great hospitals.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Doug B., Kat
Yeah.
Schaefer, and Anonymous.
Oh, and everybody's Ashley thinks you're awesome.
Oh, thanks,
Thanks,
Ashley.
Ashley.
Yeah.
All right, Matt, you're going to be live and
Good deal.
All right.
you're on.
Hey guys, welcome back. We're back
folks,
here
so
at the control table. You are watching the Magic 24-hour stream in support of Extra Life and the Children's Miracle Network. That was the conclusion of D&D Innistrad edition. Thanks to Plane Shift Innistrad. Super thanks to DM James Wyatt. All four of our players, they did awesome work. Thank you so much. Let's recap where we are. So, like I said, we're here for charity to get your dollars into the hands of children's hospitals across the country. To do that, you should go to tinyurl.com/magicextralife. That is our main donation page through the Magic the Gathering account. Each person who volunteers today also has their individual account. So if you, in the chat, if you do, I think it's exclamation point, then first and last name, you'll get information on how to go to their individual accounts. Some of them have gifts that they have set up for you. Kimberly, for example, had those awesome little magic necklaces. You can pick a magic card and she will make this tiny little necklace for you. It is adorable. We have some gifts on the main Wizards page, including some uncut sheets and some other things that are difficult to get a hold of. And we also have a gift for the next hour that I want to tell you about. So here I have some Kaladesh card sleeves. And what we're going to do is we're going to put together 12 packages. So it's the next 12 donations of $30 or more. You are going to get 6 booster packs of Kaladesh, the latest set. The pre-release is coming up September 23rd, 24th, if memory serves. Let's hope that's right. 24th and 25th. It's on the banner behind me, but it's too high for anyone to see. 24th and 25th. Show up on the 23rd. They probably won't be set up yet, but that's cool. So 6 Kaladesh boosters and one of these 80-count sleeves. We're just going to throw one of these in at random. These each feature art from the new set Kaladesh. There is Dovin Bond. We have Nissa. You'll get one of those. 12 donations, $30 or more. We stress the or more because we want to raise lots of money for all the kids and the hospitals that are taking care of them out there. So let's take a look at the schedule real quick. Well, we'll take a look at the schedule later. I will tell you that after I'm done here, we are going to have a Ask Wizards segment with Mark Rosewater. So throughout the week, people have been donating and asking questions of various magic luminaries. The first one up is Mark Rosewater. I know we have Richard Garfield is later in the day, so stay tuned for that. But before that, you may have noticed that right here, there's a name, and now there's a human being sitting with that name. So I'd like to welcome the amazing DM from that campaign we just watched, and he's a senior creative designer in Magic R&D, and he's James Wyatt. Here he is, folks. James, how are you?
I'm great.
That was
a
great.
ton of fun.
That was really, it looked like a lot of fun. I wish I was, I mean, this hosting thing I said is cool, but man, I wish I was in that game. Let me ask you something. So what are some of the, I mean, you're a very experienced DM. You've been doing this a while.
I was just thinking about it yesterday. I think I've been DMing for like 37 years.
Okay, that's really amazing.
Which I think is older than most of my players.
Yeah, that is older. That's fair enough. So like, when you take a setting like Innistrad, what are some of the kind of DM tricks that you're using to kind of bring that world into the, up to life for the players?
So I guess there's two parts to that. One is that I tried to sprinkle as much Innistrad specific flavor into the adventure as I could. Taking a published D&D adventure and then just changing all the names so that instead of going to Barovia, they're going to Shadow Grange. But even at the level of Kelly's character had a connection to Genric the astronomer, who actually had a significant role in the Innistrad story. Both Ari's character and Jenna Helen's character, who wasn't here today, knew a name I can't remember. Just picking names off of flavor text,
right.
so that there's a little bit of grounding in the world. And I, in the Plane Shift Innistrad, made here's what a human from Kessig is like, as opposed to the standard D&D stock human, because there are no elves and dwarves and stuff in this world. So that's part of it. The other part of it is I think of it as just messing with the players. Things like you hear scratching at the window. I just want to put a little bit of Innistrad horror into the experience. Oh, well, that turned into a whole encounter because because they made it an encounter, and that's what I love about D&D. Right? Is when you're playing D&D, whatever the players decide is important is important.
Right.
As opposed to whatever the programmers of a computer game decide is important is what you can interact with. They can do whatever they want, and I'm going to try to wing it and make it fun for them and make it scary because it's Innistrad. So
there are no tracks. The players are just doing what they're doing, and come what may.
Things like in the Death House, there's a room that's a music room, and okay, they sit down in this chair. One of the strings of the harp is plucked. I'm just making stuff up. I'm messing with their heads. It turns into a whole thing. We fill the hour. We have a good time. We go back to our desks.
Well, I was hanging out in the Twitch chat a little bit, and the viewers really seem to enjoy watching it. So thank you for putting on a show. And you said you've been at the D&D helm for, not the helm, but you've been involved for like 37 years.
I've been playing D&D for 37 years.
How did that get started?
So I read The Lord of the Rings like twice when I was in 4th grade. This was about the time that the Rankin Bass Hobbit was on TV, and I just fell in love with the original Lord of the Rings movie. So really got into Tolkien, and then
if there's a Leonard Nimoy joke coming,
there's not.
Okay.
No. So my brother got the very original D&D box set as a Christmas present. And I desperately wanted to understand this game. And I must have been like 9.
Mm-hmm.
I desperately read through these books trying to figure out how this was a game, and failed. So then it was a couple of years later that the first basic set for D&D came out, which presented the rules in a slightly more comprehensible format and provided an adventure and stuff. So a friend of mine and I went in on that together, shared it, and I have been playing D&D pretty much ever since.
Do you remember the first campaign that you
don't.
DM'd?
I don't. It was probably using the adventure in that box, which was B1, Into the Unknown, I think is what it was called.
I would need Google.
Which is a crazy adventure designed to be kind of a teach you how to be a DM thing. It had a map and a key, and it had lists of monsters and treasures that you got to mix and match.
Oh, nice.
Lots of other people got the basic set with the B2 adventure, which is Keep on the Borderlands, which is a much more famous and well-known adventure, probably rightly so.
So you were at the forefront of sort of the drive to bring D&D and Magic together inside of Wizards, right?
Yeah.
You were kind of at the apex of that.
Yeah, it was me and Adam Colby,
really?
a member of our brand team.
Okay.
We both, I had been working on the art books, and as Kelly said, that was kind of writing a D&D campaign setting in secret without the rules. And Adam was really excited about this idea. I had a couple of other conversations with Jeremy Jarvis on the Magic Art team and Jeremy Crawford on the D&D team about what I was doing. And basically, I was when I was working on the Zendikar art book, I was thinking about a Zendikar D&D campaign. I actually ran it for some group of the story team as well.
Okay. I'm sad I didn't get in on that.
It didn't last very long, and it was crazy because I had 9 players already. So that turned into, again, what Kelly said. We thought, hey, why don't we do this thing? We were talking about a series of articles on the website that would just be me kind of workshopping, hey, I want to do the Merfolk race, here's what it is. And it turned into this thing that is almost like a real product.
Yeah, except if you're watching at home, if you're in the stream, there's information there where you can just download this PDF for free.
Yep.
It's the Plane Shift Innistrad. And so when they download this PDF, set the viewers up, like what are they getting?
So what they're getting is a basic, it sort of corresponds with the art book. There's a section on the people of Innistrad, which talks about the human sub-races, if you will, and classes and the Church of Avacyn. And then it talks about the kind of core Innistrad. It's got sort of variant stat blocks for a Geist and a vampire and a werewolf and angels. It talks about Emrakul, and then there's a long section on this adventure that I've been running.
Nice.
Presenting all the conversion notes that I've been using. Mostly it's just a matter of filing off one name and putting another one in, but there's some other stuff to make it fit a little more smoothly.
Okay, that sounds great. And like I said, if you're in the Twitch chat right now, you can request information. I'm sure our mods right now are putting up the links to where you can click on this and get that PDF for yourself and run this campaign just like you saw James do in your home with your friends. And that sounds like a ton of fun. What's next? Are you playing Magic this weekend?
I'm not.
You're going to bed.
Well,
you've been here very long.
No, I've only been here since 8. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night, but I brought my commander decks. I kind of want to get in on the action, but I don't think I can.
You may be wondering, of course you can, by the way. Our producer's like, yeah, get in here. Let's take a quick look at our schedule. You mentioned Commander. So I just want to put that up one more time for the viewers at home. This is a 24-hour stream for Magic the Gathering in support of Extra Life. We are at the end of hour 4, coming up in just a minute. And if my math is correct, that means we are 10% of the way home. 4 out of 24, 10% works out. Coming up is Donation Sealed, where you at home donated money for our players to determine what booster packs and how many booster packs they got. So we have some exciting, chaotic Magic coming up in just a little bit. Marshall Sutcliffe will be on hand with myself to bring you all the action. And after that is Commander, so 4 o'clock Pacific. James, you're more than welcome if you want to come back. We will get you in a game.
I'll see if I can.
Very non-committal.
Well, it depends. I know my wife has plans for this afternoon.
I got it. Okay. Thank you so much for
My
all your
great
work.
pleasure. This
that,
was fun.
Yeah, that whole campaign was very fun to watch
Thanks.
and listen to and interrupt on occasion. I don't know players or viewers, players, you folks. Of course, we're taking donations at the link on the bottom of your screen. There is probably some amount of money that you could donate to convince us to send James Wyatt to your house to run a campaign. I don't know how much money that is. There's probably a comma or two in that number, but hit us up in the chat and maybe we can broker a deal. He's awesome. I would love to send him to your house.
That would be kind of fun.
Let's do this. Brand representatives are off camera being like, no, cut, get out of this. As I mentioned previously, we have a Q&A, Ask Wizards with Mark Rosewater. We're going to roll that in just a little bit. Please take our gifts. We have so much magic product and goods we want to give you. And thank you for supporting us, and thank you for supporting Extra Life. And there are a lot of sick kids out there who are going to benefit from this day. So we thank you for being a part of it. And why don't we take it to Mark Rosewater so we can ask him some questions.